When we last left off, our intrepid heroes set off from the capital of Irayse once again, and made their way towards Aiveah's new fortress, gained by drawing a card from the deck of many things. But before arriving there, they decided to take a quick detour out to meet the goddess of this realm, Talanora Greenmother, an ancient dragon, said to be an icon of fertility and protection. They arrived at her great and glorious standing stones. The dragon descended upon them, handed out benedictions, and the party decided she was an illusion, which was correct. And they just walked around the standing stones and found the real Talanora, who's maybe a brainless bimbo. It's okay, though.
Maybe.
She was super excited to meet all of you and to give Bronwyn her meat.
She's the real reason this place was separated off into a demi-plane, let's be honest.
What? Look, this is not just Talanora daycare.
You sure?
Mostly.
It just, her mother was a fucking
Maybe a
dark pantheon green dragon, and her dad is a light pantheon, god of nature.
Whoa, hold up here.
No.
You're gendering Tam. Let's be honest here. We don't know what Tam is.
Tam.
Okay.
Because Tam is whatever Tam wants to ride around in.
Okay, air quote, Dad was Tam. So I'm just using the generalized air quote,
Yes.
Tam.
Yes, that is the
So-
story you have been given.
Yes. And neither of those scream intelligence. So of course, they will give birth to Bubba the Dragon.
I think we should see what happens when Talanora meets my super great grandma. I think that would be really funny, and I definitely didn't just forget what her name was.
Seriously.
I didn't.
I don't think
Saracena.
the world would... I don't think the world
I
would
think it
survive
would-
that meeting.
I think it would be funny.
It would certainly be climactic.
Very, but the hilarious was that our sidetracking was like, oh, we're gonna go visit, and then a quarter of the way we turn back because we don't fucking know where we're supposed to go. Because ask for direction is a thing we never fucking do.
Yeah. You guys did ask for directions to how to get to Talanora, but did not actually ask where Castle Dracula was.
Well, we're going to ask that here in the town nearby to it in was it
What the fuck
Weston?
would they
Weston?
know?
Hey guys, have any of you ever seen like a possibly
Alright,
haunted
a
castle?
spooky
you know?
castle. Yeah.
What do you mean, how the fuck would they know? Look at the size of this island. You can walk across it in like 2 days.
Yes, but here's the magical thing. It'd be like, suddenly there's a magic fucking castle somewhere.
Yeah, but it's not
Be like
suddenly
that.
a magic castle. You've been told that it's been here the whole time, wherever
It's
it
been
is.
it's been
It's
cursed
existed
for
the whole time. I don't
yeah.
know what you're talking about.
Okay, fine. Then I just use the general of like, they're fucking medieval peasants. They generally don't stray further than 2 miles.
Oh,
I mean,
come on!
I'm
just ask
a
around.
peasant. I know where the richest person in
I
Minnesota
am going
lived.
to just go start asking around.
The idea that like you're so adverse to asking people, we're just like, come on, fuck.
Yeah, we're just gonna go around asking.
I'm
the town
just
if
gonna
they've
start
seen this
asking.
haunted ruin.
Is there a haunted castle around here, guys?
All right.
I heard
Guys,
that there
we
was
got
a potentially
crazy
haunted
kooky
castle around
castle.
here.
So
Well,
yeah,
don't worry. Well, don't worry, we're sticking out like a fucking sore thumb with fucking goddamn Barney the Pink
We're
Bear.
literally a bunch of isekai heroes.
I don't wanna
Of
hear
course
about
we
it.
stick
Yeah.
out.
Of course we stick out.
Yeah.
We've got a literal bear walking on 2 feet.
and a horse
Dude, you
walking
have a
with a person
pig
attached
Who
to
is
its
now
head.
pink?
Who's
You
now?
Yeah, we have a
big
pink
demon.
bear.
Yeah.
talking bear.
There's a
Yeah,
demon
and a
over
demon,
there.
and also a fertility idol bunny who walks around with the fire.
Also,
We-
this
this
cat
could
has
go on for a
wings.
long
Yeah.
time.
There's
Yeah,
a
let's just-
Manticore.
So the town, yeah.
The
Yeah.
only people who are normal
Horse,
here is like Kara and Tally,
rainbow.
and Tally's thick as fuck.
Tally
I
is
stand out
not
for a
fucking
different
falls
reason.
normal.
asleep.
Yeah. You're a normal person type, just not a normal body type.
Yeah. So the only normal one is a fucking narcoleptic fucking elf here.
I can give you a taste of what being a narcoleptic feels like if you want. I have a spell for that.
Alright.
That's the only spell that Gaius ever added to a book post ending of the vampire. It's just called Gaius's narcolepsy, and he's just like it's suffering.
No, it's just called winter sleep. Or hibernation, whichever.
There you go. August's hibernation. But yeah, the party arrives in Weston, the westernmost town on Irayse. It is a charming little farming community set by the side of a river in the shadow of the mountains on the west bank. When your group approaches, you are greeted at the edge of town by a pair of elves, a handsome lad and lass, who raise a hand in greeting. The lad will say, "Ah, you must be the heroes. I hear we have you to thank for, well, peace again."
Yes.
You're
That
welcome.
would be us.
You're welcome. Yes.
A pleasure.
Don't worry. All that day's work or something.
If only
I'm
that
just
were the
gonna like
truth.
look over at Karin. Like the way she says all a day's work or something immediately makes it sound like no, we aren't the heroes and we're just lying. Just like really, huh?
Right.
No, it's fine.
Well, be welcome in Weston. Please, let us buy you a round of drinks, if nothing else.
Oh, hell yeah, let's go.
Well, that's appreciated. We're actually in the area looking for another matter. I believe
Oh?
there's a haunted ruin nearby.
Haunted.
Or if not
ruin?
haunted, then
castle of
certainly
some sort?
Gothic.
Okay,
Quirks his head to the
Okay.
side.
Castle Keep.
A castle. Ah, you must mean Castle Dracul.
That's
that
it.
would
Yes,
be
that's
the
the
one.
one.
I wonder whatever you have business there. It's hardly anything out that way.
I happen to inherit it. It is my castle now, for all intents and purposes.
Ah, I see, yes. I can't say I can spot the difference, but I've heard of your ancestor, I suppose, Lord Dracul. I understand he was a great man.
He did not stay that way, unfortunately.
Ah, I see. He
He
fidgets
just
awkwardly
make
on
he
the
just
spot.
make the motion of like so that it fell to the sauce.
He will nod at that. Ah, yes, well, if you follow the river here, you can't miss it. It's a straight shot through the mountain pass.
Excellent. Thanks. And
Just
yes, we
looks
would
around.
take you up on that drink, but we would lose our bear if we did that. Come on, Karin. You brought enough alcohol with you to keep you going.
Is it directly connected up to the river?
Yes,
Or
you'll
is it
find it
a
on
ways
the
off of it?
side of the lake.
Wait a second. Just looks at the picture. There's one. There's two. Which side?
I believe it's on the north bank of the river.
So is it like an actual castle, or is it like a manor, or what is this place exactly?
I believe it was a hill fort in times long past. It's a very old structure, but it's been built upon over the years. Strong stone
Do you know if
walls.
anyone is like squatting in there, or has claimed it as their own, or?
I'm afraid with the creatures that have been benighting this place for so long, we haven't been out there in
Had
quite
long
some
time to
time.
go out there.
Though
That's
I
fair.
have heard rumors, he will glance at the other elf. Some of the villagers have said they've seen lights off in that direction, off and on, for months now.
I'm curious.
Interesting.
I suppose we'll find out when we go there.
Thanks.
My pleasure. It's a small structure, but it's survived the ages, as far as I know. If it is indeed yours to take, then you'll find it a good basis for a home, I'm sure.
Well, that's certainly the hope. Just know that I might be coming your way with, I don't know, request for workers at least. You know, if the place needs some maintenance. It should be fully stocked or kept together, but can't be sure.
Well, you'll find no stronger folk south of Stonebank here.
Excellent.
He just holds up a finger. Does anybody want buttered toast?
No,
No.
we've barely been walking.
The female elf
What do you
will
mean? We've been walking for
step closer to
miles.
you.
What are you talking about?
You don't smell toast, do you?
Oh,
No,
that's a
I-
good
Is
point. I'm
that
not
a-
having a stroke.
Oh,
What? What?
Oh, good.
No, never mind.
Miss Pink Bear, you don't smell
I'm not
toast
sure.
right now, do you?
He just sniffs there. I don't think so.
I can't tell if she needs more liquor or less liquor.
Less.
Definitely less.
Absolutely
Just gradually, perhaps like weaned down.
Mm-hmm.
Quite frankly, I'm
less.
surprised she hasn't destroyed her liver already.
Oh, it's almost certainly just held together by hopes and dreams.
Listen, we
Whatever
had a
God's
nice
grace she
time
has.
with the dragon lady, which made me feel really nice.
You
Better
met
be
Lady
pink.
Terencerak.
Indeed, she is a wonderful individual.
Mm-hmm.
Wonderful lady has
How
given us her
lucky.
blessing.
I haven't seen her in a century now.
Well, she's still around.
Yes.
I'd certainly recommend it. She loves to meet new people.
And
Or
perhaps,
people she hasn't seen for a while.
perhaps in time you'll be able to make a pilgrimage to her site.
That is a good idea. Perhaps when we're finished with our business here, she will look to her companion, who will give her a slight nod.
Why, you got business here?
Ah, yes. My daughter and I are here on the Queen's business. With the beasts gone now, it's time to reclaim some of what we've lost over the years to the war. Knights who have fallen in her service. There's
course.
a number of them that have been taken to a cairn nearby. We mean to recover their war gear.
Shall we
Um,
assist you then?
This is something we can do on the way back.
I have a question.
Yes.
A what?
Cairn, not Karin.
Yes.
Oh! It's like,
A cairn, yes.
what?
We believe it's an entrance to the underworld, but unfortunately it's been occupied by death worms lately, and we've been unable to risk the manpower to recover the fallen knights until now.
Well, if you would spare a few days, then we'd be happy to come back and help you.
I would be honored, yes. I think the dead can rest a day or two more.
Good.
Yep, not a problem at all.
Well then,
Mm-hmm.
I would say Tyrion bless you on your travels, but I suspect she already has.
Indeed.
Yes.
She was
yes,
very
she has.
wonderful.
So in that case, I wish you luck in reclaiming your castle, madam. And we shall
My
be here.
thanks. Indeed, I'm sure we shall catch up soon.
The knights will thump their breastplates and salute, and if you wish to leave, you may.
Yeah, let us be on the way.
So I will now show you Ba-ba-ba-bong.
Now that we asked for the directions.
Yeah.
Blah, blah, blah.
It wasn't in
Okay,
that
so-
area.
What?
It
No,
was in that area.
Yeah, no, that's where I mean, I thought it was gonna be a place like over here.
Yeah, sitting up
Makes
between
sense.
the lake and the coast. And it turns out that the valley is just as lovely as the foothills around it. It is blooming and green, the smells of flowers heavy in the air. There are small animals prancing through the brush. For an approach to Castle Draculus seems almost incongruously pleasant.
Yeah. I just like look unnerved. It is easy to see in me.
Hey,
What,
here
were you
was my
expecting-
question.
Go ahead.
Do you think that snake? Yeah, that. No, wait, the one that talked snake.
What about them?
Do you think they got also kicked out, or
Yes, if they didn't come from here, then they're gone.
I do not know.
Kara will shake her head. If that was the case, then we'd be gone too.
Yeah.
I think it's most
Not
likely
how I
it's the-
worded it, but maybe they're still around.
Oh,
Yes.
it didn't seem like they were a dark beast. They wore armor and
that's true.
spoke. So, if we're still here, then any other people who got transported here would be too, right?
Even
Perhaps.
if they were from here to begin with and consorting with the things, then they wouldn't have been kicked out.
That too.
I don't know. I don't know. Did you say under agents?
I don't fucking remember. I'm pretty sure I was as clear as could be.
We'll find out eventually if they are or not.
Okay, no, because I maybe just think like, maybe they're lighting for months. So if it's months, maybe snake talking person was here.
I mean, the shadow beasts have been here for years.
Yeah, but not a snake talking person.
It's
We've
equally as
only
likely
met
that they
one
have
person
or that
who
they
met the
haven't.
snake talkie person.
As you
Okay.
are saying as much, you turn a bend, and Aiveah, you see a symbol you've not laid eyes on for a while now. A crimson banner with black stitching upon it, displaying the arms of House Dracul.
Ugh.
Just is planted in the ground, flapping in the breeze. A number of butterflies are swirling around it. And it doesn't seem old nor overgrown. If anything, it seems newly made.
Interesting.
Right. Do you think they left like gardeners?
I don't know, Karin. I don't know.
Would you like to be rid of it, or...
I'll deal with this shit later.
Alright then, let's progress on.
Of course. And so the party does progress the rest of the way around that bend in the river, till they come face to face with a group
Oh,
of
sure.
armored individuals. Each
You
of
back
them
to
White
them.
screen.
wearing
Holy shit.
black armor,
Whoa.
so the
Oh
same
god, it's
dragon's
animated.
crest.
Huh, it is
Have to
animated.
refresh here.
Yeah, neat. It's got the river and little butterflies
River.
down south.
Oh, I can certainly try to
Butterflies.
deal with this non-violently, but I don't know. Not everyone has their shit as well together as I certainly do.
I mean, if they're followers of your sire, from what you've said, it doesn't sound likely that we'll be able to resolve it peacefully.
I was a follower of my shitty sire.
You can
Fair
try,
enough.
just wait to say, but hey, that decay
Just
decreed.
about to. Goodness me. Just sort of psyching myself up for it. Greetings,
do it.
soldiers. In the name of the Dracul family, I, Aiveah Dracul, Scourge of the Chivalrix, have returned to this place to claim it.
The closest of the men in armor will take a few steps towards you. He has at his side a small sword, and in his hands a heavy spear and shield. He looks at you with eyes that are just bright red beneath his helm, but that's all of him you can see. He barks at you beneath his helm. You are not expected yet.
That doesn't matter. I am here right now, and you will show due respect.
Uppity words from a demon bastard.
Oh, and what does that make you? A lost little abandoned bitch?
Abandoned? No. I serve my mistress proudly.
Oh, your mistress. That's weird. I didn't know you were already serving me. I will give you to the count of 5 to present yourself properly with a name.
I will give you 5 seconds to kneel down and put your weapons away. He raises
Oh,
a
no,
mailed
he-
fist and...
Oh no, you fucking didn't.
Huh?
Well,
This motherfucker trying to tell me what to do?
This peaceful
Apparently.
resolution lasted all of about 5 minutes. Yep.
Not taking shit from a mook. Not even a fucking general.
Just who's his mistress that you speak of anyway?
Someone who clearly needs their head cut off as well.
He doesn't
Oh yeah.
seem keen on responding now that Aiveah is going for her weapon.
Yeah.
Alright, Kina, you have control of your Daughtru. Enjoy.
Oh, okay. Did she already roll or?
Nope.
No. Okay. Let's see where there you were.
Alright, well. Talanora, you get to go first.
Oh boy. Oh, what do I do for? Oh, goodness.
Goodness me, oh my.
That's a standard action to cast. I guess I'll Blade Sing or a Battle Mage Stand.
That makes sense.
Let's see how far. 9, 7. I think what was it? Battle Mage does 2. Does it do 2? It is 2. 2 speed. Okay. Which is the guy who who was like talking smack about my friend here? Is it this guy?
Yeah,
Yeah, that
fuck
fuckboy.
is now exactly within your
Okay.
reach.
Okay, just gonna whip right past Aiveah and just ah!
To arms, men!
This button? Is it
It's
this?
funny is that he says 2 arms, because I'm going to collect a few arms, I think. That just shows him
Or,
what for.
wait, no. Was it that button?
Get
Or-
fucking
wait, how do I-
parried.
Oh,
Unfortunate.
that's right. I always forget.
This guy's mailed fist just catches your sword midair and wrenches it out of your hand. That's one weapon down.
rude.
Karin. It's bear o'clock.
Well, I get to do something I don't often get to fucking do. Just fucking bless people.
Hell yeah.
Shit. Bless. Oh, that's right. I think I gotta hit this button.
Who you casting it on?
Okay. Let's see. It's 3, 5, because Kina just ran. 5 there. Oh, there's Kara. I was looking like, where the fuck is Kara?
She rolled right. Let's make sure this time. Good, she's on the board.
Yes. She got a 3, but she did roll.
Listen, sometimes you just gotta double check considering like the
It's fine.
last
Look,
two combat
sometimes
encounters
she's just
we had.
asleep. It's fine. This time she's awake.
Yeah.
Okay, so Tally, Aiveah, and Kara.
Sounds good. Bless and bless. Alright, Minora.
She's gonna cast Shield of Faith on Talanora.
Okay. Tank Mage.
Fuck yeah. Yeah.
Alright. That's only a minor action.
Oh shit, that's a minor action. Okay.
Also, is it range 5 or range 10?
Oh.
5. Cloth burst 5.
Wait. Where? Huh? Huh?
Also, for that matter, does she have that spell prepared?
Wait, that's weird. It was here a second. I swear to God, it was here a second ago. I was literally just looking at it.
I don't think so. She's a wizard.
What the? That's really weird because. What the fuck? Where'd it go? I was literally just looking at it. I don't know where. Oh, I'm sorry.
You were looking at Marissa's sheet, weren't you?
I had Marissa's sheet open.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, now that I remember.
Okay.
Question.
Okay.
Can you do a standard and minor spellcasting slot?
Yes. Yes, you
Yes,
can.
that's been
What
the
is-
rules for in essence like the beginning.
No. If it can use up 2 slots
yeah.
with the minor and.
Yeah, you can
Yeah.
cast a standard action and a minor action full spell slot spell if you want.
That has
Okay,
been the case since the beginning of playtesting.
I did not
It's
know.
okay.
That's why I'm mentioning it. That's why I'm asking. Oh, that
You
yeah,
have done
minor
that before
action.
and asked that before.
So do you want to cast Shield
Yeah,
of Faith on Tally?
Yeah, I might as well throw it the Shield of Faith on Talanora.
Okay.
Whom? Oh.
Tank
you will,
wizard
okay.
from a different source. Alright, what's Minora gonna do, though?
She's just a wizard. It looks like, right?
She is a wizard multi-class cleric. She has a few cleric abilities, but mostly wizard.
Right. She's got a couple of cleric spells. Mostly just a wizard. Okay. I guess she's gonna just shoot someone, I guess.
Makes sense.
Beguiling strands.
That lets you slide someone, like, say, making this guy fall
That guy off a cliff.
Yeah,
That guy off the
exactly.
cliff, yeah. Oh, with rolls like that.
Some little fairy sparks appear around his head. Alright. Armsman way down south is going to move on up a bit. I don't think he can get in range of any... Oh, no, he can. Just barely. Alright, Minora, let's see how you like it when people cast spells on you. He is going to clutch his mailed fist, extend it, and cast Ray of Frost on the little manticorelet.
No.
Zap! Alright, she gets blasted for 10 cold and is slowed.
Ack. That wasn't very nice.
No, it was not. Bronwyn. And so, Gardy, if you're talking, we can't hear you.
I'm not talking. I don't know if you can hear me.
I can hear you now. Who was that shooting at?
The gangbang guy.
Okay. That does indeed hit him.
Nice.
Blap. And as you blast him with your Divine Light, it doesn't seem to do any particular damage to him, but it does leave his flesh sizzling beneath his armor. You suspect these fellows might not be human under there. And this guy is going to cast a spell at Bronwyn from all the way up there. Zap.
Unfortunate.
Jesus.
Ow!
Aiveah.
Ow!
Me.
You.
Well, this guy clearly deserves an absolute shit kicking. He didn't respect my authority, even a little bit. And
He
that's
did
not
not.
on.
Even a little
He
bit.
was basically telling you to get on your knees and open your mouth.
Very rude.
And then I'm gonna give him the fucking business, I guess.
Understandable.
That's right. We show him.
I want you to either crit fail or crit, one of the two.
I know, right?
It's a hit.
Cool.
Crunch. You have that on your strength turned on for the damage at least. Which presumably you do not want.
two more damage right now. I will
Alright.
swap that back out to
Crunch.
charisma. Yeah, that should be 2 more to hit and 2 more to damage.
Nice.
And you know what? Let's just start this off right. This fuckboy, does he seem undead?
No.
Nah, okay, then I'll hold back.
Alright. You done then?
Yeah.
Alright. Behind them,
Full flank, of course.
a man in crimson robes over his armor will lift up a hand. That'll do nicely.
Cast fireball.
Yeah, actually. He lifts up a hand and ignites a blast of flames across the battlefield that detonates in the middle of all of you guys for
Yep.
21 damage if you fail a dex save.
Yep. Let's see here. Do I get any resistances for fire as this one? I don't think I do.
I am not doing great. By which I mean I am almost dead.
I do embrace the flame.
And yeah. That's her initiative, but it's still a failure.
Yeah, Fire Friendo is immune to fire. Good.
Good.
Would have been
yes.
very hilarious if it wasn't, but it is not. It
The
is
fire
really
does
immune to
not
fire.
care for being lit on fire.
Yep.
Boom.
And I managed some fucking how.
Alright, and yeah, you only take 10 fire damage.
Good thing this is
Which
not
you have
Skow's
so many
game.
temporary hit points, it doesn't even phase you.
Yep.
Yeah,
Good thing this wasn't Skow's game, or else I'd be growing another half an inch.
Alright, yeah. The mage snaps his spell book closed and will announce proudly, "There's more where that came from." And over here, an enormous hulk of a knight will just leap across. And yeah, he's just going to slam into Talanora with a double move. Aska.
Okay. Let us see here. So we're pretty well damaged back here.
You guys are a little roughed up.
Yeah. But we should be fine. Karin gets to go before.
I am incredibly hurt, and this armsman could down me on his turn.
This next armsman is blocked by these two, so I don't think he's going to rush you.
Yes, but
I mean, he could. He'd get oppied for it, but he could. Minora's also
they don't, and also
unconscious.
they don't need to rush me. They have ranged attacks.
He's in melee next to Aiveah and Talanora. If he range
Yes,
attacks
but-
you, it will be disadvantaged.
He could.
He could risk it for the biscuit.
Oh, is it? It is a disadvantage. That's right.
Yes, he has
Yes.
disadvantage, and he'll get opportunity attack twice.
But either way, like, if he does choose to do that, he could down me through weakened. I am incredibly low.
Yes, he could. I just don't think he will. I mean, I could be wrong. I'll bite the
Fair
bullet on that
enough.
one if he isn't.
You also thought that Aska would be able to do not fuck up the
All right,
relationship.
let Aska take her turn, please.
Jesus Christ. Okay. Sounds here. It's a bonus action to use like a potion, right?
On yourself, yeah.
Yeah, on myself.
Chug the titty
Well,
milk.
I think I'm going to. So yeah, we will do that. Get back 10 HP.
All right, solid.
I think I'm the first one to actually consume one of Tyrion's blessings his entire campaign.
No, I think
if you
we've
spend-
actually all consumed a couple of
Have
healing
we?
potions in the course of these
Yeah,
fights.
they-
there was a
they
period
are
of
the
time where
healing
me and Kara,
potions.
Yeah.
me and
That's
Kara spent a lot of time
That's-
dancing
Yeah.
with unconsciousness. That's how I would describe that situation.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Get up to here. Straight across. Yep, plenty range. We shall do a spell. Now,
All
he
right.
likes to throw about a 3rd level spell, so I'll throw about a 3rd level spell, shall we?
Okay.
Moonlight Lance.
Oh.
I
That-
think I'm going to use my inspiration to. Well, actually, a 12 probably misses, right?
Yes, a 12 misses.
Yeah, I think using my inspiration to reroll would probably be a good idea. That was pretty decent damage.
That makes sense. Remember, you do get the 8 cold damage on a miss.
Yes,
Yeah,
but
all right.
14
still
radiant's
is a
pretty
hit.
good.
All right, cool. And
So-
it turns out that was a good plan. This guy seems to resist a little bit of that cold damage. But he takes the full radiant. Blam.
Cold resistance, huh?
Gasp.
All
Okay.
right.
Well, that's it for my turn.
Kara is going to, let's see. Start off, chug a healing potion. Oh, she doesn't have any. That's unfortunate. Are there any in the party loot? Nope. Okay. Unfortunate. So, starting off then, she's going to cast Cure Wounds on Minora.
Appreciated.
Actually, she gets one of those a day for free.
Oh, was Minora down? I didn't realize she was down.
Yeah,
Yeah,
she is
literally.
straight up unconscious. And Kara is going
So
to...
I get a Vit back.
Yes, you spend 1 vitality and gain an additional 6 hit points.
Oh, that's nice.
And yeah, that'll do it for her at the moment. Alright, the Armsman will turn to face Aiveah. And give her one of these. And one of these.
Nope. Nope.
Alright, unfortunate. Also, perhaps as expected, you are now also marked by him.
Whatever. This is how marking work.
Alright, Talanora.
Okay. I'm gonna cast Zephyr Stride
Understandable.
Good plan.
because I have to twirl around this guy and pick up my sword, and then go fucking gut this wizard over here.
That's
He
kind of
fireballed.
rude, but
He
understandable.
fireballed my daughter.
He did do that.
Yeah, that did happen.
There is murder, bloody murder in Talanora right now.
Wow.
Nice.
All right, solid fucking hit. Pow. All right, he gets slapped in
It's a
the
shame
face.
Unfortunately, I
high
can't
damage is
smite.
on the adjacency damage, but
It always is.
9 damage still pretty good.
Yep, nothing to sniff at. All right, Karin.
Okay, so everyone's really hurt.
I am really hurt.
Bronwyn's really
Alright.
hurt.
Many
Karin
people
Kara
are
may
hurt,
have.
is
yes.
somewhat hurt.
Yeah.
And Menorah is injured.
Well, can try out this third level called Mask Cure Wounds.
Yay!
Nice.
I would rather use regular, but that's just me.
Well, there are a mass of people who require curing, you see.
Yes, indeed, so I should use a mask. So everyone can spend it +3 because healer feat.
Did I hit the wrong button? What did I do?
You accidentally rolled her initiative instead of a dex save.
Did I?
Yes, you. You re-rolled her initiative. She had the second highest in the party. It's fine.
Oh.
But hey, since you're in her sheet now, why
Oops.
don't you go ahead and spend a bit for her, +3.
Another bit? Sure.
So how far is your Mask Cure Wounds? Is it like
Burst
5
10.
range or
10.
burst 10? Whoa.
Yep,
Okay.
it is a big AoE.
So everyone but Tally. Not that Tally needed it.
Yep, Talia is not hurt.
Let's see. It +3, you said?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Okay.
Alright, Kara's
And
looking-
then Bronwyn is still very hurt, right?
Yep. Nice.
There you go.
That is a big chunk of healing.
I am less hurt.
Alright. Menorah, you are on your butt and still slowed, but you are
Oh.
conscious again.
Oh, well, that's nice. Ow, 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 ow. I guess I'm just gonna try doing that thing again and try and beguiling strands that guy.
Makes sense. There you go. Alright, he takes
Nice.
5 psychic damage and yeet.
Huh?
Alright. He does get a dex save, but yeah. Thunk. He just falls off. But not far enough to injure him, but it will put him on his face. Good job, kitty. Alright, on the other side of the river. Let's bully the elf. Sarnzan is going to Ray of Froster. And hits. Whap.
Okay.
Poof.
I think I take 2 damage.
For Kara?
What?
Oh, sorry. I thought you said.
no.
Aiveah.
The elf.
No,
My
the
brain
elf.
just like complete elf. Sorry, my fucking brain
It's
failed me there. I was like, wow, they want to pick me. I resist basically all that shit.
Don't worry, your turn's coming soon. But first, Bronwyn.
Spiritual weapon on the night guy.
Alright, so the armsman, not the knight.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh yeah, the other knight guy. Sorry.
That will hit. Whack. This armsman will get to his feet. 1, 2, 3, and he will take the opportunity. I guess we'll move one over this way then. Take the opportunity to shoot Menorah right back.
Jerk.
Oh no.
That will not. Wait, no, that.
That does hit. She is a wizard.
Except that Talanora is going to twist of fate that.
Close
Somehow.
Buddhist 10. Alright.
Wait, no, why would I do that? He rolled a
12
4.
hits you?
12 hits Menorah.
No,
I'm
Yeah.
not going to
it's,
cast that,
12 hits
actually.
Menorah. I'm
Yes.
surprised Menorah doesn't
She's
have
got-
Menorah,
mage
okay.
armor on.
She has nothing on. No,
Um,
she does have mage armor. She
Which
didn't.
means she should have 13.
Oh, then yeah,
or
she
higher.
should probably take that on. Hold on. Let me just
Unless she has
turn that
negative
on for her.
dex.
Yeah, there we go. There
There
we go. Now
you
she's 15 AC.
There you go. Let me just mark off a spell.
Okay, well that missed. That will then miss.
Alright, there you go. She's not totally pathetic.
No.
Alright. So that's him missing Aiveah.
I'm definitely going to
Yee.
short rest to counterspell.
Rude.
Fucking, I'll be over there in a second. I get big.
Big.
Oop, no.
Ah, your size matches your ego.
Now, these guys really like to talk shit, you know?
At least she has documentation, unlike you.
What the fuck, even?
Both him and Aiveah just glance around like, what?
You know the deed.
Conk.
Bonk.
I don't give a shit. If they won't respect me, they won't give a shit about the deed from the old man.
Alright, you, like, flatten his
nice.
helmet. Alright, that one will miss.
Yeah.
You have a D4.
That is true. You are
I
blessed.
don't know if that will turn to the hit.
Oh, good
That
hit.
makes the
Yeah,
difference. Alright, you
hits a hit.
pancake
Yeah,
this
it does
guy.
it.
Yeah,
Splat.
it could turn it into a hit. 16.
It does.
Oh, I thought they had shields, so I thought these soldiers had 18 AC.
Nah, that guy's using a two-handed long spear. Or war spear. However it
Yeah,
defined.
war spear.
Alright, you come over there to face the knight. Alright, this...
Tap this guy on the shoulder. Turns around, sees someone else at eye
Hey.
level. The fuck?
Alright, this mage over here. I mean, if you're just gonna stand there for him. Tally, you can make an opportunity attack.
Fireball.
Yeah, he's just gonna fireball you again since you're just standing in a clump still.
Yeah,
Not
that's why I
quite as
moved away
juicy,
from it.
but- Fireball! Oh, that's a good one too.
Whoa.
Well,
Alright, Bronwyn, Menorah, and Karin. Deck saves.
Fuck.
I am
Oh.
no longer okay again.
You don't need to make it save, Aiveah. You're way out of that fireball.
Hey, at least
Although,
two people passed
actually,
this
could
time.
he get Karin to... No.
No.
Alright. Blammo.
Holy shit.
Alright, this corrupted knight is going to turn around and just bellow in rage. And he seems so irate about having someone just in his face at his level. This is his deal, being big. He's going to stamp his feet on the ground. And do a Hoarfrost stomp on you and Karin.
Oh.
She will will need to make a dex save. And fails. Uh-oh. That's her on the
likely.
ground.
Oh no.
Ow.
I take a bunch less. Oh, he takes some damage back. From Glacial Aegis.
Alright, how much?
3 cold damage.
He
Oh, I'm
takes-
immune to. It says I'm immune to extreme cold.
That's, that's not cold
It's not
damage, though.
what that is,
What?
yeah.
Cold
That
Although
means,
I do have
like-
my Cambion traits of double prof cold resist, though.
So that means, like, you wouldn't suffer any effects for, like, being out
Yeah,
in the
yeah,
blizzard.
right out in the snow.
Alright, so he takes no cold damage.
I snarl at this motherfucker.
Alright, Aska, you're up.
Yes. Let's see here. Just let me double check on a spell here. 3 fire. Has much zero. Gains additional hit points. Okay. Let's see. What was the range of that? Was it range 10? Range 10. Okay. Perfect. All right. We shall use a second level slot to cast Restoring Flames on Kara and the Corrupted Knight down there.
Alright, sounds good.
Make me a dexterity save.
He fails.
Take 22 fire damage.
Alright, he takes not quite that much fire damage, but a good chunk.
Kara gets a vitality plus 7.
Nice.
And
Nice.
then for a minor action, we'll have the bunny move up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and we'll try and plink this armsman here.
Sounds good.
It will
Yes.
miss. And that will do it for me.
Alright, Kara's gonna wobbly get to her feet. This sucks. And I think rather than risk that happening again, she's gonna bonus action Zephyr Stride herself and try and get away. Yeah, she's gonna come over here. Actually, she had to get up, so it'd be 2, 3, 4. Yeah, she'll go over here and cast Cure Wounds on herself. 'Cause holy fuck. 8 plus 6 is 14. Alright, now we're back in the fight. Alright, that guy is kaput. Tally.
Okay.
Put down the wizard, please.
No, let him fireball you again. Oh.
I mean, surely he doesn't
I'm
have a
also
third fireball at this level.
Just gonna. Oh, not very much damage. Only 4 more damage.
He's kaput, so
Alright, yep, you drop him. So, what do? If you have movement left if you want it.
I will go over here.
Makes sense. Alright, Karin.
wow, shit. I could heal the
Owie.
shit out of Bronwyn and the little one.
Would be appreciated.
So you get an extra, so 1 wit plus 14.
Nice. Second level spell. Oh yeah, it's right there.
Your wit plus 14 should be enough to get you up a
Yep.
bit.
The first one was my vid. The second one was the 14.
Okay, and then Minora just gonna get...
Alright, Minora gets 14 hit points. Speaking of whom?
So it's how much? 14?
Yep.
Appreciated. What is this button? What is this attack? There's all creatures in close burst 1? So that's like, what is a close burst 1? A close burst 1 is like
Around you.
Every square adjacent to you.
just adjacent to me.
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
No, a word of bread or something.
Crush's sword dance.
Yeah.
Sweet.
What is restoring flames? One ally, spend a vitality, gain. So it's a healing. Oh, all enemies also take damage. You know what would be kind of funny? Can I beguiling strands this guy into the fucking river?
You need to do 2 squares of movement, but if you hit twice, then yes. And next turn you could.
I think it'll be funny.
Sounds fun. That definitely hits.
Hell yeah.
This knight stumbles backwards.
Dunk his ass in the water next round.
Alright, this guy's gonna come up here and blast Kara. The Ray of Frost. Oh, jeez. Zap.
Ow.
Bronwyn.
Yeah, I'm gonna drink a healing potion to hopefully get a turn above 10 HP. Or last a turn above 6 HP.
Well, now that the Fireball-omancer's down, you've got decent odds.
I mean, it's more likely than you
Everybody
think.
else is dealing 16 plus damage too.
Yeah, the fact that they have like minimum 7 if they hit.
Yeah, I mean, just
I mean,
like...
That's the
if
same
they
as
were
us.
rolling minimums, but like it's more that their medium damage is like almost half our health.
Listen,
but
the same for
No,
us.
I am
Our
up
minimums are about the same.
it's the same for us, but they're mooks. We're adventurers. These ones aren't bosses. On the night. Aw.
Oh. Alright, this guy next to Tally is going to try and stab Tally. Whoomp, whoomp. Alright, 23 is definitely going to hit. So
Yeah.
he's going to follow that up with an impaling thrust. The barbed head of his spear just crams into your body and he twists. It hurts a lot.
Ow!
You are now restrained by him.
A bit.
Alright. Aiveah.
Me. Alright. Violence.
But which
Listen here,
flavor of
fuckface. I'm going nowhere.
Fuck your face. Boof. Alright, oh Jesus. Alright, and from the smite, another 8. No, 14 radiant.
14.
Ouchies.
Yeah.
Alright,
And he weakened.
you bloody him in one go, Jesus.
Okay, I just do that classic, you know, the reel back and just fucking headbutt them so hard their helmet crumples.
Yeah, fucking
Fuck this
basically.
guy.
Bonk.
Alright, well,
Leave the Lady Fair alone, fuckface.
he's gonna pull a great sword off of his back and have at you. Yeah, yeah.
Nice toothpick, fuckboy.
Alright, yeah, you parry both of his off-balance strikes. Aska.
Yes. I think it's going to be a fairly simple turn. I think we're just going to try and get rid of this armsman up here, shall we?
You can try.
Yes. Alright, Moonlight Lance first and foremost.
Okay.
14 misses, but
That will miss.
14 cold damage still.
Yep, so 9 cold damage.
Unfortunate. And then Flame Seed, which also misses, I think.
Alright. Kara is gonna come get in this guy's face. And... Oop. Don't want to do that with strength. We have a charisma caster with us. Said bonk. So 12 slashing damage. And then I think we're going to go ahead and smite. Yeah. Another 9 cold damage, which does unfortunately get reduced to 4, but he is immobilized now. Save ends. Alright. Talanora.
Talanora is going to stab at this guy.
Yeah, you do not have disadvantage against him, just at everything else.
Holy. Alright. Tally mad.
Didn't matter.
Alright, so...
Another 2d6 is actually another.
Go ahead and roll.
What is going on with that roll? Like, what is the second roll?
Don't worry about it.
How can we not worry about it? It happens every time.
The only thing
I
that
don't know what's
matters
going
is
on.
the fire and the adjacents and the ongoing.
Why not add that to the first thing?
Huh?
Alright, you take a big chunk out of him. As you detonate a black flame burst.
That's right.
Alright.
I just don't like having to take my stuff on and off for every single fucking minutia.
Here's the thing, I cannot see the fucking map. Where's the river?
You
One
can't see the
sec.
map.
What do you
It's
mean?
been
river
white.
is-
I've refreshed twice, nothing's showing.
The river is
Weird.
3 squares below you. Or rather, 4 squares, sorry.
Oh my
How
god.
strange.
She had this problem too the last time it was an animated map.
Yeah, that is odd. Like, the last one barely even worked for me either, but this one's working just perfectly fine. So I'm not sure what's causing that.
Giving it another fucking refresh
it's-
then.
I mean, I doubt that's gonna help if it's, you know, fucking over regularly.
No, not that.
I
Just gonna have
suspect
to-
there's something to do with how your acceleration is set up.
Probably.
Well,
So,
in the
let's
meantime,
see then.
the red
so-
is the outline of the river near you.
Gonna have to use a channel then. Gonna get a bit closer. Oh yeah, that's 5 to there, but then I will right next to this fucker.
That's fine. Do it, no balls.
Okay. Flash of light. Minor. 14.
Alright, she will happily take it.
And then this fucker.
That will hit. Alright. Kina, it is your turn.
It is
I'm
my
booting.
turn. Hey, let's try and dunk this guy.
Hell yes.
Damn it.
Alright. Does anyone have an inspo? Because that would be really funny if this worked.
I do
I
have
used
one.
mine to get knocked up.
Yeah, I do. Go for it.
I mean, if it fails on him, I
Wow.
can also push him.
Alright.
Oh,
That's a
did it
hit.
Oh, that was
Oh,
enough?
15 hits.
Yep, he
Oh.
has a mighty... Oh, no, wait, he has a
Rude.
14 AC, but
Oh, okay.
unfortunate.
Oh,
Oh.
okay.
Alright,
Wait.
We will
Wait.
get another chance.
he is not
Assuming I don't get
induncanated.
killed by the
It's a big
Dang.
assumption.
Oh, well.
down there.
Alright, the armsman will, instead of trying to kill you, try and kill Kara.
No.
Miss and a hit.
Ow.
And I don't think she has shield prepped, so... Oh, she does, actually. Is that enough to block that?
Probably
no,
not.
not quite. Unfortunate. Alright, she's going to take 12 damage, and then a further... ooh, 13.
Ooh.
Ow. Maxed out his little baby smite.
Dang.
Alright, and she... they are both just, like, restrained by each other. They cannot move. Alright, Bronwyn.
Well, yeah, this is still the best option. Make me wisdom save.
Alright. Could you not, though? Aw,
He
man.
can get in the river.
Alright, so 7 Thunderia damage. You slide the target to doot. Doot. Alright, he is just in. Splash! And pretty promptly just sort of sinks under all that armor. Blub, 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 blub.
Nice.
Alright. Armsman next to Tally is going to try and poke Tally. Just keep thrusting the spear already, like, stuck into you, deeper into your guts. I think he does successfully twice. So,
I will shield the first one.
makes sense.
Or, 17, 19, 20, 21, 22. Shield's only 3 AC. It would only meet.
You're
And then you can Twist of
You
Fate.
get the
with
plus
second
2,
one.
Try and
remember?
twist of fate it.
yeah,
I
Twist
am
of Fate might
taking.
end
I am
here.
taking the shielding into effect. Yes.
She does indeed have
That's
22
not
AC.
enough. Yeah, I can twist of fate it.
Twist of Fate, the second one.
Yeah, the second one.
Alright. Well, that was a
Oh,
good call.
well, that's good. I only take
Nice.
the 14. Disarm him.
Only take the 9, and yeah, you can grab his spear. It's inside of you. You can just like step back and yank it out of his hand. And with that, you are able to just pull it out of yourself and break the restraint.
Ow, that hurts a lot, actually.
You'll see pain on the rack, wench. Aiveah.
What a bitch.
Ah, so many people, so little time to kick ass with. I'm gonna charge over here. Conk.
Alright, that will knock him out.
Bonk.
Okay, that's all of the movement I can do, unfortunately.
If you have a javelin or something, you could yeet it.
No.
Alright.
No, I don't. At best, I've got frostbite, but I can't split things up with a cantrip.
Alright. This guy...
Oh wait, no, I've got a war spear. I can actually throw that, can't I?
Yeah.
I think it's
Damn.
range, but
You crit Car in the ass!
Wow.
yikes.
Just
Ooh.
you knock her out. Right in the right in the butt.
No, this fucking guy.
Oh, okay. Alright, then you
It's
crit
like, wait, how
Car
did I?
in the
I was like,
ass.
how do I was like, wait, how did I hit Kara?
Alright, Car in then takes 12 damage.
It's alright.
Lord.
It just looks like, huh? Oh, spare. Run
I
it
was
back.
just passing it to her aggressively.
Yeah, Speedwitch, this corrupted knight is gonna try and swim over to Karin and grab her, so I'm gonna make an athletics check for him to see if he can, like, get up there and against the current. No, he's just gonna go for a trip. Goodbye, friendo. He flails around and then is carried off.
Oh, okay. That works, I guess.
Alright. Aska.
Yes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. How much space do I actually have? Oh, I have 7. Perfect. One more. I shall move to here. And you know what time it is? It's time to continue lancing things.
Hell yeah.
So, wah. Well, 12 cold. I'll hit with this attack one day. Let's see here. And then minor action. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Is that in range? It is. Good. And Fire Seed. That one hit.
For no damage. Splash.
Beep.
Alright.
No, he's in, it resists fire.
Yes.
Well,
Yes.
Alright. Kara can't move.
it would seem so.
So I think the better part of Valor here is Cure Wounds Thyself. So she will just pop a spell.
well, I'm going next, so don't worry. Oh, I'll after her, so you just whack it.
No, she is going to heal herself. Tally, it is your turn.
Stab.
Stab whomst.
His guy's. Oh, he's. Wait, is this guy dead?
Yeah,
Is that
everyone
an
on your
excellent-
side of the river is now
Oh,
unconscious.
Yep.
he's already down. Okay.
It's just that guy down there left. If you got any ranged pew-pews left on Tally.
I do. This guy's not concentrating on anything, right? He's not a spellcaster, really.
I mean, he does have spells, but the only sustained ability he has going on right now is Stab Kara.
Let's see, 1d4. Oh, that'd be this level would be 2d4 plus spellcasting. This would be 2d6 plus spellcasting. Okay. Arcane Blast. Ignore the fire damage.
Yep. Alright, he takes the whole thing. Blam.
Kablamo.
Karin. Yep, there's a bridge right there you can cross if you want. Alright, she will graciously accept your 14 hit points.
There we go. And then this fucker.
Alright. What about him? No.
There we go. Now it fucking reacted.
Alright. Minora.
That's the wrong character sheet. Yeah.
I can still only ever think of a menorah.
Yeah.
Yada da 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 yada da 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 da.
Alright, a miss. The armsman will turn around and face Karin. Poke, poke. Alright, 10 damage to the bear. Bronwyn. What the haunt's doing?
The haunts.
The haunts, the haunts. Fucking murdering this
Fucking
man
some-
is what she's doing. Whap! One shot, one kill.
Well done.
He crumples. And as the scrum ends, you can see those left on the ground are just sizzling, and an ichorous substance is slowly oozing from the seams in their armor. Kara will take a knee,
How fun.
remove the helmet of the one next to her, and reveal that his body is just turning to slush down there.
I'll be damned. Well, no, they'll be damned. I'm quite undamned, thankfully.
Were they undead or some alchemical creation, you think?
No, they're it's creatures of darkness, essentially. But native or corrupted. They might once have been people with hearts full of good, but they succumbed to whatever it is that they succumb to.
I see.
Yuckiness.
Yeah, the
Yes, sure,
yuckiness.
yuckiness.
They were pretty gross, and they were mean.
They well mean, yes.
Well, Talanora is going to start fussing over Menorah.
They were strong too.
Shall we take a
yes.
minute before progressing forward?
Sure, sure.
Oh, it seems that I was impaled. I may need to sit down for a bit
Yes,
now.
no
A
problem.
little bit. Yes.
Yeah,
Luckily, the
let's-
impalement didn't stick.
No.
Get it?
Wow, I've never gone unconscious before. That was exciting. It's a new experience.
Hopefully it's not a
It is a new
common
experience.
experience.
Hopefully it's not true that you get, like, brain damage and stuff from going unconscious.
Oh, you totally can, but, you know, only if you make a habit of it.
She will glance around with a lot of you. How are you all not, like, addled?
Oh, I'm just gonna, like, point at our bear.
I don't really.
The
Ah.
sort of nature of my magic, yes.
By the way,
We try not
by the
to.
way,
Like, we try
I don't
not
recall
to let it
ever
stick.
being knocked unconscious.
by the way. Hey,
Aiveah, and yes, what?
he just turns around, it's like, this belongs to you.
Oh,
Just
my apologies. A foul throw on my part.
I see you've been sticking your
Indeed, he-
spear in women behind my back.
Well, no, it was behind our back, to be fair.
Alright. And yeah, the party can take themselves a short rest, recover some of their spent resources and wounds. Karin, do you want to take a short rest? You would regain any spent channel divinities, but you would also lose your temp HP.
which is down to 13 from 44.
That ain't nothing.
That is true. It ain't nothing. Same with the usage. I'll fine. I don't need to take a short rest.
How many CDs you got left?
Your what?
How many channel divinities do you have left?
2.
Fair enough.
That's plenty.
For me, it is but a scratch. Thankfully. While I'm still big, I'm gonna just, like, gently pet Car on the head.
Her ears do a wiggle. So, any idea what these things were doing here?
I don't
I
know.
would say protecting the keep.
Yeah, they sounded like
It's-
sounds like
seems
somebody's
someone's-
taking it over, and your
Yes.
dad's.
I can
name.
understand I wasn't using the place, but it's mine now, and they should hand it over.
I don't think they feel the same way.
I would
Well,
venture
I
they
know.
don't.
I'm going to have to persuade them.
She looks at the smoking armor underfoot. Right.
I mean, honestly, they are very clearly, not our friends.
No.
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 Though, what would you do if you could persuade them? If you had your
Probably
own Legion of
disband.
Darkness.
No, I've done that shit. I'm bored of it. I'd probably just disband them if I'm honest. If they can't find a way to integrate into society as gracefully as I have, then, destroy them like criminals.
She once again just looks down at the sludge man. I don't think they're integrating into anything but the ground.
No, it would seem not. It makes the decision of dealing with them violently a lot easier to make, though.
Mm-hmm.
I will take what wins I can get.
An hour or so later, the party exits the mountain pass and arrives at the lakeside, over which the moon is framed by the stones, and in the distance you can see what is most certainly not a small ancient hill fort anymore, but a grand artifice of black stone reaching up into the night sky, grasping at the clouds. This is a fortress, though it has seen better days and perhaps yet remains under construction. It is a castle of great fierceness, and you can see lights within it, indeed. Many, many torches being carried by the thralls of darkness as they go about their labors.
Yes, this is going to need dealing with, or they're probably going to go ahead and open a whole bunch more doors again and undo all of that hard work.
Indeed.
Mm-hmm.
I prepared counterspell now.
Excellent.
Good.
Probably going to be necessary.
Quite possibly, yes.
So how do the, 6, 7 of us besiege a fortress? Does anyone bring a battering ram?
I suppose a good question, do I know of a way to, like, casually enter these kinds of places?
Casually, you should just be able to walk up to the door. You are, after all, one
Yeah.
of your lord's servants. Failing that, roll a history check. Let's see if you remember any weaknesses of House Dracul's ancestral home.
Goodness knows I do a lot of thinking about it. So it would seem.
Alright. Let me fast forward myself to the next map. Take a look. So, there is only one entrance to this fort. That much you're pretty sure of. But you are familiar with a path that wraps pretty well all the way around the place. Romantically, perhaps once your ancestors used it to get up onto the top of the hill and gaze out at the stars at night. But now it's just a small outcropping of stone, overgrown by trees, and shielded from the eyes of those who might peer down from the battlements. And it's within easy grappling hook range of the walls. You could scale from there, most likely unnoticed. Though you would need to sneak all the way around the castle to get there.
I will explain as much. Unfortunately, I do not think that such stealth is quite within our entire group's skill set.
Kara just pats Bronwyn's flank.
Not impossible. It'll be
No,
difficult.
not impossible, just very difficult.
I mean, if we can't succeed on it, it would be a better entrance than just trying to force our way through the main entrance.
I could certainly actually, you know, suck it up and actually pretend to be subservient to get inside. I'd rather just, conquer them as one would, but...
That would get you inside, but wouldn't get the rest of us with you.
What, you mean my slaves?
I don't think that would be a good idea now.
That
We
just
would
sounds like you're being picky.
just
What's
need to
wrong with
hide
being
our
my
weapons.
little underlings?
We could stow them on Bronwyn's saddlebags.
This is true. Also, could always pull a couple of fun little tricks, like, say that you're all magically under my control. And you being armed makes you very efficient guards.
Less believable since you're a paladin, but... Actually, what sort of fighting did you do back in the day?
Espionage for the most part. Honestly, walking in like this and pretending you're all my slaves is definitely something I've done before. Not you all specifically, but it's kind of what I do.
Well, I'm for it.
Well, if you really believe you can do it, is there anything you need on us to make it more believable, or
Of course. The disguise is everything. I'm going to go to each person and make them a little collar out of ice. Might be a bit cold, but certainly my mark.
All right. I'm unsure how long this will last on me, given the fiery nature I have, but we'll see.
Do you think it would be a concentration check to keep all of this ice just like still cold? Like it's super mundane use of my make ice powers, but
No, I think that's just a reasonable use of it.
yeah, cool. Just grin at Kara. Please, I would never opt to collar you usually, because that would mean I would have to expect you would do everything I told you, and that doesn't sound very likely at all.
No, it doesn't. But I suppose I can make exceptions.
Ha.
Yeah, you can approach the castle gates with your new band of slaves in tow. And
I do, of course, go by mistress.
that's a step too far.
Your ladyship, then.
I only say that when
I can understand. Don't worry. I get it.
We
I'm
have
mostly
the
teasing.
document.
I suppose I'll dismiss the little fire friend because it doesn't make sense to just have a little fiery bunny hopping alongside us.
Boing, boing, boing.
Yeah, probably
Yeah.
not.
He does kind of ruin
So
the
great.
Ice Knight vibes.
Yeah.
Do you
Aesthetic.
have
Do I have
I'm
what?
just asking if you have like the document that said that
Yeah,
in
I
case of
still
being
do have it, indeed. The question, of course, is whether that will do us a favor or not.
Your House of Darkness like to summon demons, right? Maybe you
Of
should
course.
get some sort of demon lawyer.
I probably know one. I don't know that I could summon them without a circle and a sacrifice and probably some kind of dark mage to do the casting part, unfortunately.
Oh. Mm, maybe Yvain could help.
Probably. Certainly rings a bell with Demon Lawyer, but honestly, I think that it's they who need persuading. I'm not sure Yvain is going to go about doing that for us.
Well, maybe a mortal notary then. Just to prove your deed is legitimate.
True. That would involve going all the way back again, though. You're
Walking
not
does
getting cold
suck.
feet, are you?
No, of course not.
Just a golden neck.
I'm sure we will conquer this in Woavar's name. Lifts her chin proudly.
I would rather you conquered it in my name, but you know, fair enough.
You can immediately tell that Minora's like, oh god, we're gonna die.
So is it like
Just waves offhandedly.
fully equipped and like full battering, like squads of soldiers around this place?
You would need to get closer to be able to tell, like, what the guard situation is, but there's definitely a lot of people moving around in there.
Perhaps we should do a bit more scouting before just deciding to go head on in.
I would have told you everything that I know of is there, but we can, if you wish to, continue looking around.
See, you didn't actually do any actual scouting. You just have like a history of knowing about the place, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it'd be wise to see just what we're dealing with before we make plans to go in.
Very well.
Okay.
would you like to go about it?
Well, there's a handy dandy spell called Wild Shape that allows me to get advantage on. Let me just double check here on things, on dexterity ability checks. And last time I checked, stealth was a dexterity ability check. Yes.
It is.
So
Are you any good at it though?
when I'm in Wild Shape, I can be, because I get to replace like dexterity with an 18.
So,
Nice.
yeah, +4 with advantage. That's pretty fucking decent. Alright, yeah. If you want to stealth up, you can take a peek around the perimeter in your wild shape.
Sure. Let me just go into the things here. Get this to 0. What's my dexterity right now is 12, so it needs to have a temporary bonus of 6. Get 18. Yep. All right. And then a stealth. Where are you out of my sheet? There it is.
Wow.
Okay.
Okay. I'm just gonna drag you over to the map.
Sure.
Yeah, makes sense.
Huh?
If you're gonna fucking McCrit on me.
Yay!
Get rid of all the tokens because you can't really see inside. So I guess I will just draw a big black square around all this for now. Beautiful. Alright. But behold, a castle.
Indeed.
There
Impressive.
is a gatehouse here. Is a covered outcropping here that you could potentially use to scale up. You don't see any other immediately accessible means of entrance, although there is another guard tower that's under construction here that might be used to jump across with another grappling hook, but it has less cover from anyone up on the battlements. And indeed, you can see that there are several soldiers and shambling figures of zombies up on the battlements and ramparts. The zombies appear to be conjured to perform manual labor. They are just dragging big heavy stones around to try and reinforce the walls. They're doing
Well, I
it.
am certainly familiar with this part, at least. The convenience of non-union labor.
Though the undead are working as fast as their little undead hides can take them, there are a couple sections of the wall that are only made of wood still and could potentially be destroyed. Especially with fire magic.
So possibly odd question for you.
Mm-hmm.
How deep is the river?
The river here is probably like 10 feet deep. And it's going at a pretty good clip, too. It's enough to wash a man away.
Right. So not deep enough that, like, if you were to walk along the bottom, people wouldn't be able to see you.
At night, you'd be pretty well invisible. And, well, it's twilight at the best of times, and night is rapidly falling.
Because I'm thinking here, since you said this tower is, like, under construction, if we do a little bit of shenanigans with adapting to water, to just, walk along the river to here and get up here.
I agree.
Could be done, yeah.
Yeah, you could.
But there's a bunch of, like, worker undead is what you're saying, right?
Yeah, there's little shambling zombonis around, dragging stone around.
And that makes up, like, the majority of stuff here?
Yeah, you'd say that's probably like 70% of the bodies you see around. Though, of course, you can't see into any of the buildings from out here.
Right. Okay. Well, I will turn back to the party with this information, and we'll see what plans we can make.
Well, I'm personally still fond of just walking in and skipping the bullshit, taking control of this place and disbanding everyone. And maybe letting the zombies finish building things before dismissing them. But I can understand why you would be reticent to take me up on what might well seem like an airbrain scheme.
I think it's more feasible now that we know that a good portion of them are just worker zombies than anything else. I didn't want us walking right into, say, massive amounts of like the same armsmen that we just fought.
Yes, I wouldn't want to take on more of those than strictly necessary.
Up to you.
Yeah. I do not have a problem against your plan if you believe it can be reasonably accomplished.
I believe so. I mean, again, it all entirely depends on, as far as are concerned, the group confidence effort.
Nope. There's my say on it. Anyone else?
Any
Okay with either
preferences for the rest of the group?
I'd rather not bank on stealth, even for a short while.
We are quite bad at it.
That's an understatement. Even your bunny form was clapping a little.
I cannot help that.
Put a pillow between them.
And she's saying for me to put a pillow between it.
Put a pillow in your ass. A muffler, if you will.
Stop it. I ain't exactly sneaky.
It sounds like plan make believe slaves is the one that we're going with then.
Alright. Arrange yourselves as you like. You can get at least this far before you are challenged by anyone with a brain.
No, who's in the front?
Probably Aiveah.
Yeah.
Please do make sure to not allow any sort of suggestions of breeding us. I know how we look like that for it.
Car will just glance back at you and snicker.
I've squints. I've seen your wife. I'm not willing to fuck around and find out.
Good.
Ross is scary.
She is the Ashen Dragon.
Greetings, soldier. I am Aiveah Dracul. I've come to see the one you would call mistress, who apparently owns this place in my stead.
Indeed, a armsman will approach the battlements holding up a torch, stare down at the lot of you. Aiveah Dracul, you have not yet been summoned here.
Please, you believe one of the Dracul family is at another's beck and call? We move when we will and where we will.
And why move you here?
Because this place is my inheritance. I do not know if you have heard, but the old man has perished.
Yes. A great loss for the cause of darkness. And yet, he glances behind himself. Ah, mistress. He takes a knee, which puts him a bit beneath your sight now. And a figure approaches the edge of the battlements. You see her ears first before anything. Tall, bouncy, white bunny ears.
Oh boy.
Oh.
Huh.
A Talir approaches with bright red eyes and a lusciously fertile figure. Her hair is done up in royal braids around her shoulders and back, and she wears a fine, elegant dress. She looks down at you all, and a smile cracks across her face. Why, if it isn't my little lost hair! Aiveah, darling, what on earth are you doing here?
Well, I am here because it was deemed necessary by me. You will find that I follow very little nudging towards others' plans, I suppose, is the best way to put it. Been out on my own, acquired some lovely slaves of incredible, delectable difference and color, and fancied conquering such a pleasant little plane as this.
Oh, I see you've conquered quite a number of them. Oh, how many grandchildren should I be expecting?
That is not quite yet in the cards. I would not want to be slowed down.
Oh,
I don't know if you've noticed, but a far number of my siblings are less than about themselves, and I would hate to have weaknesses available to be punished.
Always the paranoid one. Don't worry.
Paranoia has kept me here so far.
Don't let any of your siblings know, but you were always my favorite. Even if Daddy didn't think so. Well, you've nothing to worry about here. Mommy will keep you safe and sound. Come, come. Let's get you inside nice and toasty,
Toasty is not exactly my shtick, but my slaves would certainly appreciate the warmth, I'm sure. They are quite living.
She looks down and eyes up Kara. Oh, close enough. Either way, Mommy's missed you. So come on up and give her a big hug.
Of course, of course. I just look over my shoulder. Yeah, this, what is the quickest way up and around? I suppose it's battlement behind.
As you're asking that, you hear the Gostock special. The gate! Open the gate! And the sound of portcullises grinding.
Much better.
Yeah, you can all just sort of...
You know, when first I saw you peeking over the side, I thought for a moment I saw Saya herself.
This disguise has always served me well. Even here amongst the lesser folk of this pocket plane. I tuck the ears down, and why, no one thinks a second thought about me, other than how quickly they can bend me over something.
Yes. Not something I want to imagine you up to. Far be it for me to judge your predilection to mommy, but I don't really slam with family.
No, of course not. Neither do these poor little peasants here, either. They're a bit beneath me.
Of course, of course.
Though I'm very interested to see what flesh you've been sampling. It looks like high quality.
Yeah,
I almost want to. You know what's real crazy is I almost want to be like, I heartily recommend you bite the bear. Just get her the maximum amount of fucked up. Just absolutely poison this bitch. Oh no, Aiveah's not shitty enough to just be like, here, bite one of these people. Yeah. Or are you going to move our tokens
Yeah,
as
I can
group
just
up there?
scrunch
Yeah.
it all over. Give me a sec. Pop into the courtyard.
Yep.
You can arrange your order as you like. And there are some creaturioids in here to greet you, but wouldn't you know it, they're not hostile.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
So what brought you here?
You shout up before your mother just grows a pair of great bat-like wings and descends down. She will fly right over to you, Aiveah, and give you a great big hug.
Oof. Yep, I will hug. And no, not succubus, just shapeshifter. Regardless of our predilections.
Well, I'm many things, but most of all, a proud mother. In
Of
fact, I was
course.
going to send for you soon once this castle was built, but it seems you've made your way here somehow, and who am I to judge, nor to question?
Indeed. It would be thanks to this, and I will roll out the deed itself. The old
Where?
man decided to leave this place to me.
Where on earth did you find that? I thought the vaults were destroyed by those heroes. There.
It was dropped off in my lap by a dragon.
A dragon? Oh, yes, there is one of those around here.
Oh no, not that one. Although she is precious and to be left completely be.
You have interesting designs on Precious. You're Precious. She's a monster.
No, mother, we have met her ourselves. She is a glorious bimbo. I have never seen anyone smoother.
Well, I shall just have to shave closer. She gives you a wink and turns around with a little bounce, doing her poof tail wiggle. Well, as for what I'm doing here, it's exactly what you think. I'm rebuilding the family keep.
You know, for what it is worth, I have found myself getting quite tired of. This is going to sound ridiculous, but tired of the darkness. I saw what it did to the old man, and he had no fondness for us in general. I wanted to have a different go at it and try life on the other side. Have you ever
What?
felt that compulsion?
The compulsion to what? Suck Hagen's cock?
No, Hagen's definitely not my type. Also, they are uglier individuals, for sure. No, I have no interest in Hagen, as you might expect, but I don't know. I feel like there is more to life than being fucking miserable. And goodness knows I've done enough of that.
Yes, your father had a terribly heavy hand with you. But still, you are his child. Do you not feel the need to honor his memory? To carry on where he left off? This island is ripe for conquest. It's practically defenseless now.
No, and that is kind of why I am rather done with it. I arrived in this place, and instead, would you believe it, they asked of me my help, and it felt good to help. Or at the very least, it felt good to be needed for more than just menace, or intrigue, and deception, and disease. I have done all of that shit, and I'm kind of tired of it.
My
I've
dear, I
made
think
widows
you've
of
been
women.
too deep undercover. It's scrambled your mind. Come.
No,
Come
I'm
inside,
just
let
tired of it.
Mommy rub your shoulders out, give you a nice warm bath. Or cold bath, in your case, I guess. And we can get these silly little thoughts out of your brain.
No, please. I want to speak on this seriously. I I'm so tired of it. I would like to try not necessarily doing good, but at least I'm fucking done with the conquering.
You may be done with the conquering, dear, but the conquering's not done with you. You saw what happened to your father. They dropped a fucking dinosaur on him.
I wish I'd seen it. That sounds like it was fucking hilarious.
It's alright. I was only in the other room, but I did laugh a bit when I came around the corner and saw the smear. It turned him into a pancake. But still, those crusaders are still mounting their war of conquest against all our kin. There's no one sitting the Dark Throne, and with it our minions have gone mad with bloodlust, seeking, well, anything they can sink their fangs into. Someone has to bring order to it. Someone has to show them a strong hand before we get defeated in detail by the knights.
I mean, it is okay to admit that we have lost on this point. As I said, like, do you know some of the things we've seen on the way here and through this island even?
I can imagine.
We're all going to end up turning into a bunch of spongy, twisted nothings with no way of enjoying all of the things we could otherwise have quite easily gotten.
Honey, if you can't enjoy life, you're just not trying hard enough.
But I am trying hard now, and I've rather enjoyed not being a piece of shit.
You were never a piece of shit. You're my daughter. I won't have you besmirch her name like that.
Please. I have been the Widowmaker, a Martyr Maker, Orphan Bringer. I have burned cities and villages. I have disappointed countless individuals who put their trust and faith in me for maybe years, only to find out that I was never on their side. I don't want to do that anymore. I really don't. I don't want to be at the charge of it either, sitting in a throne and shouting at other people to go do all the shit that I hated doing.
Then what? Do you just want to lay down and wait for the knights to come and chop off your pretty little head?
No, of course not. But at the same time, they have no reason to chop off my head.
Of course they do. You just listed the reasons. Even if you pretend you're not a threat now, you're not only culpable for all those deaths, you're Dracul's heir. It says so right on that piece of paper. You're a threat. Your existence is a threat. They will never stop coming for you.
Well, then I will have to stand there and persuade them otherwise. If they leave me no choice, I will defend myself. But I would rather make it clear that I don't need to be hunted after. You think about it. We spent how long trying to destroy the dragons after they killed a whole bunch of the elves and all that shit? And now they're basically being lauded as heroes because they did a whole bunch of good deeds instead. Why not us? Why can't I do that?
You're naive if you think that the kingdom will hail you as a hero for anything you do. Just look
God,
at you,
no.
dear.
I'm just going to have them fuck off. And also, what do you mean, look at me? I'm beautiful.
You are
I'm
beautiful,
the picture of
dear.
perfection.
You're a gorgeous demon. And a vampire. And everything humans fear.
Ugh. But I don't want him to be everything humans fear. I want him to be surprised. If they walk up on this castle, I want to invite them in. Host a dinner. Throw a fucking party. I don't want to punch holes in the world and start tearing everything apart. There'll be nothing left for us by the time it's done. I'm sure Father's plan looked really sane when he was busy going off the deep end, and then eventually it turned into, let's try and destroy Saris itself. Tear enough holes in the world that all of it falls apart. If I can't have it, no one can. Blech.
No, it was never sane, dear. It was a last grasp at some form of conquest for a dying man.
Yep, and I don't want it.
It doesn't matter what you or I want. It's what the rest of the world thinks, and they think we're monsters, and they're going to try and kill us, and they're not going to be reasonable about it. We have to defend ourselves, protect ourselves.
We do not need to kill a world to do that. We do not need to put another person on a throne.
I'm not here to kill a world. I'm building a castle. In fact, now that these dark creatures that have been slithering in are all gone, why, my plans are advancing much faster than before.
Look, if I ordered, nay, even begged that you just disband this group, let them go be or do something else, or return to whatever release they were waiting for in the first place before they were risen or driven or corrupted or all that shit. Would you do it at all, knowing that I have bought the piece of this place? That me and these are not slaves, these are my companions, helped to actually kick the darkness out. The beasts, the outer demons are gone, and that was our work.
I don't care if you call them your slaves or your harem or just your girlfriends. It doesn't matter. If they're on your side, they're on my side, because I'm on your side, dear. But I'm not going to just unsummon all my demons, because you've had a momentary lapse in judgment. I need them to protect me, if not you. What about your
Nonsense. I will
sisters?
protect you. Any one of my sisters or family who are willing to put down arms and instead use them for, I don't know, hugging or other such gay things, they will be welcome in the homes that I take. I would like this place instead to be beautiful. It has an endless moon that shines down upon it, and it is such a waste to spend all of this time making the moon glint off of weapons instead of crenellations. Pretty statues or pieces of art or people coming for parties and no gambling and drinking and all that stupidity. I want that. Heck, there's even someone that I'm courting. I very much want to do a relationship with them, like a real one. Like monogamous and shit.
Monogamy? That's
Yeah.
absurd. We're demon-blooded.
So?
So that's not what we do, darling.
We could if we wanted to or tried to. I don't want anyone to tell me what I can and can't do anymore. Even you, Mother.
You may not want me to, but I am still your mother, and if I say you are going to eat your vegetables tonight, that's what you'll do. Not that you would, because you drink
She
blood.
rolls ahead. I don't want to bite them mentally. No.
Don't worry, we don't have any of them. I know how you found that joke distasteful. I am not
Well,
sorry
cheers
about
loudly.
it, but well, it made your father laugh, and that was what was important then. Right now, it's just me and the demons, and a few undead I've summoned. I don't know why you'd want to dismiss them. They're a very strong defensive force. They're rebuilding the castle.
Look, I'm fine with the ones with non-sentience continuing to do some manual labor now that they've already been risen, but no, I don't really want a whole bunch of undead running around.
And what, are you just
Or
going
shambling.
to sit here in a giant castle alone with your harem here and
No,
twiddle
not
your
alone.
thumbs?
The one who created, essentially owns and runs this pocket plane is, I would say, a companion of mine now.
What?
Indeed.
That mad woman?
Yeah.
Surely you're playing some long con. She's insane.
She's a bit dummy, but I wouldn't have said insane, none. Heck, she used to know Father apparently before he turned into a shithead.
Yes, so did I. That doesn't make me suddenly... It doesn't matter. That woman is as evil as your father ever was. This whole place is her personal pleasure palace, and she's not going to tolerate you and I just squatting on it for long.
Oh, she was only too happy to hand it over.
Yes, I'm sure, because she knows I'm here, and she wants you to kill me.
Are you certain she knows that you're here?
Quite. It'd be insane if she didn't. She's an archmage. She can scry.
She hasn't been able to scry on anything while the Beast of Darkness were, punching holes into this plane. She hasn't been able to do a scrying or ascending for how long was it? Like, look, the rest of the party.
At least a few months
Eh.
now.
Yeah.
Half a year, so.
I'm sure that's what she said, darling.
I definitely believe it. I'm afraid. I just gotta. I'm gonna now look at my room I'm gonna get a proper look at her. Is she doing okay? It sounds more like she's about to have a breakdown, and this is just her last fucking hurrah.
You do an insight. Yeah, the longer you talk to her, the more you think your mom probably came here to die with you and all your sisters, build a great castle, have one last hurrah. She's not doing okay since Papa passed.
Just gonna scratch my cheek and then open my arms for another hug. It is okay. We can take a break and relax and give life time to pass along a little bit and figure out something new you want to do.
She will step in and accept it, but say, "It's not okay, Aiveah. They killed your father. It's never going to be okay."
No, it's just never going to stop unless we stop. I mean, look, Father earned everything that happened to him.
Of course, but that doesn't mean the hole where he is just magically filled.
It doesn't need to be. I'm not telling you to move on or to forget that you have feelings for him.
Don't get ahead of yourself here. But
I mean, it's clear his presence has been, an anchor, an important part of your life for ever.
200 years I was with him.
Indeed.
Well,
And even if that presence wasn't one that was romantic, it was still something that you had a piece of certainty about it.
it was the closest thing he could manage. It doesn't matter.
Come on, let's go inside and have some dinner. I'll introduce you here to my friends.
Yes, let's save the talk for another time. You're clearly all exhausted from the road, and I have guest quarters and a chef. He's a zombie, but he can do something.
Yeah, quick question, if it's possible, your ladyship.
Yes.
Yeah, go for it, Karin. I'm not playing. Oh yeah, I just pause and go. Oh right, yeah. I snap my fingers and let the ice melt.
Oh, that's much better.
Right down my
Sorry
chest.
about
Damn
that.
it.
I
that
forgot
was
I'd left that on you.
Right down my
Alright.
chest.
Can I hug her, please?
If she will accept, you are absolutely welcome to.
No, I
Just be careful. She's
do not want
very
a,
soft, but smells a whole lot like alcohol.
I do not want a hug from you, circus bear. You aren't my daughter. That's my daughter. Find your own mom.
Well, it's just back on the planet, just back on the other world, so I'm just trying to call north.
Yes, well, demon mommies are a dime a dozen up there. You can find one, I'm sure, when you get home.
Okay, I just wanted to give you a hug because you looked very huggable.
I am very huggable. That's objectively true. However, those hugs are reserved for my partners and my kin.
Uh, you're you're a luxury hug.
Precisely.
VIP.
No,
Yeah.
VIB. Very important bunny.
Exactly.
If you don't want the zombie to do cooking, I could do some cooking for you guys.
I mean, yeah, you can teach the zombies some recipes.
I am a bit dubious of the efficacy of
Ability
Hey,
for a
zombies
zombie to
learning
learn.
anything, but
who knows? Maybe he was a good cook. Was he a good cook?
Yeah, but you don't want pieces of him falling in your food.
quite unsanitary.
Oh yeah, that would be nice too. What if you fully dress them though? You know, with gloves and
No.
long sleeves.
Nah. They'd
Out
still
of character,
probably carry a lot of the aroma around, you know?
out of character. I'm just thinking of a fucking Gordon Ramsay, the zombie. Oh,
Yes, he was a
Gordon
decent cook.
Ramsay. There we go.
Unfortunately, he is a zombie. Luckily, I don't really care for mortal food. I just thought, I have a castle, I should have a chef. So I got one.
It
I
makes
mean, that does
sense.
make sense.
But yes, you can cook for your friends if you want to, I suppose.
What do you eat?
I'm a demon, dear. What do you think?
That answer varies, depending on what classification of demon you are.
Well, why don't you come up to my quarters tonight, and I'll show you just what I eat.
Oh,
No.
why are you one of those ones? Okay.
No eating, my friends.
You're one of those kinds.
Yes, we've seen the danger of those kind before. Our companion nearly got killed on our first adventure because of it.
Well, Aiveah, if you don't want me eating your friends, don't bring such delicious snacks around.
I'm afraid I'm married.
Oh, so am I, dear. What does that matter?
Oh, they're into the whole
Um, it matters
monogamous
quite a
thing.
bit, depending on the person.
Oh, their loss. Oh, whatever. Come in if you want, I suppose. Aiveah, I will run you a bath and find something for you to eat. I have vintage I think you'll like sitting around waiting for you.
Sure.
Out of character, fucking vintage. Yeah, we got a 12-year-old, and then we got a 16 and a
Yeah,
18.
I'm very much hoping it's nothing like that.
I mean, if you want to get completely plastered, Karin is right there.
Elvira will
I don't want to go out like a. I don't want to die of alcohol poisoning.
Elvira will take you upstairs to a dining room of sorts. There's a couple of trestle tables that haven't been used in forever. There's a little sitting room with a small bookshelf and some wine kegs that don't smell particularly appetizing. There's a kitchen. It has a fire. There's a zombie there. He's wearing a chef's outfit.
I will go into the kitchen and I will take an inventory.
Alright, they have a bunch of boxes to put food in later.
What the hell was that?
Me snorting at the zombie's name.
Where?
Gouldren Ramsey.
Scroll up and over.
Oh, over there.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry about the state of things. We're still under construction here. Your father hadn't seen this place in, 200 years or so. Ever since that wicked witch snatched this whole peninsula away.
Fair.
Did you know she has a pet dragon? Ah,
Hmm,
and you
yeah.
say you've met her, but I don't think you've
Yeah.
She
really
is.
met
We
her.
have, yes.
No, we have absolutely.
Yeah,
She has
we
a
did.
pretend illusory thing for front-facing greetings, but she herself is absolute bimbo with an arm of beautiful men who want to be crushed by a giant lady.
Yes, and how do you
I
think she
don't.
got that way?
Any number of ways.
She's being kept like a pampered house cat by that witch.
She's safe and happy and escaped essentially a war of crusade murder of her kind.
She's a dragon. The point of her isn't to be kept safe and happy from a war. She's being kept in reserve to be used against someone like us the moment we step out of line. And now that the beasts are gone, it's only a matter of time before the witch unleashes her creature.
Wouldn't she have unleashed her against the beast of darkness?
Perhaps they're immune to her abilities. She's a green dragon. She breathes poison. These things aren't of this world. Most of them don't have bodies.
Even then, still the massive dragon's claws or tail, or even biting them.
Yes, until she gets herself killed, and then what use is she? No, a smart woman would save her for a juicy target. It's not like she cares about the peasants here. She's left them huddled up in villages, being slaughtered like lambs for centuries.
Even though she has knights out there fighting to save those villages.
Of
Indeed.
course, a
They
token
gave up
of
everything they had in an attempt to summon some heroes to save them. Us, I know, believe it or not.
Aiveah, you of all people should know how easy it is to engender love from the desperate by token shows of power and compassion.
You're right, but she has no need of that, and she didn't even know you were here. Mother, we're small time.
We are not small time. We are the remnants of the army of darkness, of Velthamar
Exactly.
Dracul.
We're the remnants of something dead and gone, and gradually, hopefully, one day forgotten. And look at where we are stood right now. This place is old and forgotten. It is still damaged. I know you're doing a very good job and you're trying your hardest, but this isn't going to fill the hole, you know? And there is no one out there waiting to get us.
Nothing is going to fill the hole until someone is sitting on your father's throne. That someone could be you, Aiveah.
I don't want that at all. Indeed, instead, I would like to introduce you to the person I've been courting, because I've actually already met her father, who was her world's Vesma.
Karo's cheeks will pale a moment when you say as much, and her ears will wiggle. Yes, I suppose that's true. Hello, I'm Kara Frost. She will take Aiveah's hand. I like your daughter. Yes, I do too. She's very nice. And she needs a queen of darkness to rule beside her, clearly.
My other hand just goes on hip. I don't want to be queen.
The
I don't
darkness
want to.
needs a queen, or
It
king, it
doesn't.
doesn't matter. It needs someone to harness it. Or it's just going to
No.
run roughshod over all the world.
It is only going to do that for a short period of time as it goes through its growing pains. At some point, there will be a solution to the darkness inside. Mankind is already perfectly capable of doing its own fuckery anyway.
Yes, and then it's only a
They
matter
don't
of time
need a
before
villain.
another Velt shows up.
Then they'll probably be miserable and then they'll die. I don't want to be the one to put that seat. I don't want you to feel beholden to fill that seat. I would very much like for you to try and relax. Find some hobbies. Do something that isn't murder.
Alright, I've murdered a few people in my time, but it's not a career or anything.
I
Unlike you,
think it
I'm very good at talking.
And yet I can see how desperate you are, and there is none of your certainty. You don't know what you're looking forward to in the future, and that is a shame. I don't want you to go through all this just to try and kill yourself and everyone who decides to stand next to you, myself included.
I don't want to kill myself. I want vengeance on all the
You
world for the
don't
way it's
think
treated
you'll
us.
No, you don't think you'll get vengeance. And let's face it, none of us were even as strong as Veld, and he died to a dinosaur.
But he challenged those heroes alone. That's why we need each other, Aiveah.
He didn't challenge them alone. They cut their way through the Archlicht, who is also more powerful than any of us here, after knocking over the Tower of Obsidian that we can't even put a scratch on ourselves. Or any of the other generals that they slew coming through there, or the armies and the hordes, or the fact that they managed to maneuver whole units, platoons, past and around us regularly, putting down all of our supply lines in open group-on-group combat. Mother, we lost fair and square, which is really hurtful to say, but unfortunately quite true.
Then we must learn from our mistakes. We can do better next time.
Exactly. Look at me. Look at me right here. I'm learning. I don't need to do this shit. Could someone please help me persuade my mother?
Isn't it tiring all the time to do all these armies, do all this fighting? Shouldn't you be tired of it?
I'm a demon. I never grow tired.
Yeah.
I'm a
Maybe
relentless
not
ball of energy.
maybe not physically, but emotionally.
I mean,
Emotionally?
we have
What do my
demons.
emotions have to do with anything?
That's their thing.
I'm a demon. I feed off
Also, you
other
don't
people's
have to
emotions.
do better at bad.
What do you think else I could do? No one's going to trust a demon. The first witch hunter I run into would put a stake through my heart.
Just find someone who's not a witch hunter.
Yeah, you don't have to spend time with witch hunters. Me, I have already made these brand new shiny companions. It's not like I'm on any more of an upper or lower foot to you.
This is an entirely new world. Why not use it as a new chance to be something different?
Yes, it's a new world, one that we could shape in our image, Aiveah.
Our image sucks. I mean, not literally, we're beautiful, but you get what I mean. The image is miserable and it will just decay down to nothing.
Doesn't have to be that way again.
It will be, though. Let's
Your
face
leadership, you could change things. You could make them better.
Yeah, you're right. And my choice is to disband the forces and just fucking relax. Go find new hobbies or finally be at peace.
You can't just
Those are the changes. Those are the better things I'm trying to do.
You can't just throw away everything we've worked all our lives for. You were born for this.
Exactly, and I never wanted that to happen.
No one wants to be born. But still, it's an inheritance we get from our parents.
Alright, but we can choose not to utilize it. I was more than willing to just completely bounce off. I'm not even sure I want this castle after it has been claimed. I wanted to go to this one's world and just see a whole brand new something or everything else.
There's a difference between honoring somebody's memory, and then being chained by the past like that.
Indeed.
Oh, we're gonna do this. Oh, we have to shape everything. Oh, we have to do it in our image. We have to force everyone. Force everyone. Force everyone. It's like, why? Why do you have to force? Is that the reason why people don't actually want to do that shit in the first place? Because if you try to force them, they'll literally fight back. It's the same thing with you. Now you're trying to
The
do
people
that
of this world
as
are
well,
weak
and
and pathetic. They deserve to have a boot on their backs.
They're not.
Why?
Though.
Because they're weak and
But
pathetic.
why do they?
They're not, though. They've fought for centuries against these beasts of darkness and still survived.
And even if they were, like, underling tier, what good would it get out of them or us to put a boot to their neck?
Slaves.
Wouldn't.
To work the
Do
mines,
what?
arm our demon soldiers. This
Yeah,
land
to
is
arm
rich
them
in
for what?
resources.
Do you not see the whole cyclical bullshit here?
The knights will come for us, Aiveah, even here. I'm sure of it. If you can get here, then so can they. Hell, even I
didn't just-
got here.
She didn't just get here, she was summoned here by the people here.
And you're right, knights could come here. And you know what? If I had the choice, I would invite them so I could sit down and talk with them. I'm going to live forever, and I intend to use that time forever trying to make as much good to make up for all the terrible shit I've done as possible. I'll probably never balance those scales, but I would like to still keep on trying.
Your mother looks like she just wants to cry. You're breaking her heart.
I know.
No.
Balls her fists several times and slumps her shoulders. Why are you like this? You don't... You're making no sense at all. Your father...
She's making all the sense.
It is only because you are not trying to understand. You are too... Oh, fucking hell. This is too real. I hate this. I hate this so fucking much, and fuck you.
Huh?
Ugh.
There.
Hitting home. It's called hitting home.
This is not the encounter I was expecting going into this place.
Yeah, no, I was expecting combat, not emotional
Me
combat.
too. I was
This is
expecting
some
just to
horse
take down
shit.
I didn't expect you to,
Because-
approach the castle openly like, "Hi, Mom!" I thought you were gonna just,
In this case.
knock the door open again.
I was fully prepared to throw a fireball at the front door.
I was ready for it to go wrong and then a fight to start. Instead, it was, a family member, and now I have to deal with this shit.
Oh, you don't. You could just. I mean, yeah.
Yeah,
The
yeah,
whole
yeah.
point, though, Aiveah is literally trying to prove to him she is better than that now, though. So, there
That's
is a
true.
sane person
Yeah.
here to talk with. It would defeat the object if she went, all right, peace at any cost. Wait a second.
Yeah,
In this
Yeah.
case, it's just you love her, and the fact that she's your daughter, she got things from you that you just forgot you had. You say, "Oh, I'm a demon," but yeah, but you weren't you haven't been the same all this time. You just changed over time, and you just didn't see it. And now you're seeing what you were, that little bit right at the very start. And you just sad because you forgot that you had it. You have a chance to change, like she said. You have a chance to not live in constant fear, not live with that, because stop looking at the past. You guys, you said yourself, you guys gonna live forever. It's like, are you gonna be looking for the next 100 years, 1,000 years, 10,000, 1,000,000 years into the future, always over your shoulder, like that? That's no way. That's not a life.
Yes, of course.
can't
That's why we
just-
should conquer the world, so we
Why?
don't have to.
But that hasn't worked
Those
out
that
yet.
conquer are just gonna. Those that conquer are not immortals. They're just gonna die out, and then those memories will just fade away, and then some other asshole will dig up, and they will overwrite that, and then you will exist, but the whoever that was with Wildfire just gonna disappear into history, and then they're not gonna remember you. The only one that you're gonna be spending your future with, points at Aiveah, is your daughter that fucking loves you, that wants you to live with her, and her you just point at Kara, and with her very cute girlfriend too.
She is very cute, yes. Karin, go ahead and make a persuade check. You can have advantage. Jesus
Natural
Christ.
20.
Nice.
what would you just have us do, Aiveah? Just... Do you really want to disband all of this? Just... What? Become freeholders out here in a pocket plane?
Yeah, until you feel ready to go see a new world or do new things that don't involve taking them from others.
And you really believe this witch queen will just let us be?
I believe that she didn't even know you were here, and if she knew, probably didn't give a shit in the first place. As long as you want here to murder her people, I don't think she cares.
She just takes a deep breath, and her fists unclench for a moment. Fine, have it your way. Fear we'll all come to regret this, but I suppose... Daddy did leave you the castle, didn't he? Not me. Here. And she will withdraw from her bosom a control rod. Just place it into your hand. The locus of all the summonings I performed. The dead are animated by realm magic. I can't do much about that for now, but the demons are all bound to that. With it you control all of them.
This has turned out better than I thought it would.
Shut up, Bunny. I'm not some game to just win at. She huffs.
Part
You have
of
won
me
at the game.
was... Yeah, part of me was hoping there would be some kind of battle when we got there, but, well...
Well, I was expecting a fight here, and I'm glad that we haven't had to do one, so I would say it turned out better than I thought it would be.
Why would you expect a fight with your dear old mother?
Didn't know you were here. Again, no one knew you were here.
We didn't know it was you either.
We had no idea.
I'm the bride of Dracul. How could you not know I'm here? An army of the undead and...
Yep, nope. Again, we were very much second fiddle.
We didn't even know it was demons. They just said somebody had, like, moved in.
I was
People
under
have been
the
seeing
assumption-
lights.
Yeah, I
was under the
figured
assumption it
haunted.
was haunted.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, it was
In a
haunted
manner of
until I got
speaking,
here.
yes, it's... Yeah.
There were restless spirits, one of your ancestors. I bumped him back off and took control of the undead. And wonderful necromancy library. I'd say you'd enjoy perusing it, but I suppose you're above that now.
I mean, I was never a massive spellcaster in the first place. I would just order someone to do it for me.
Well, yes, you could order me to do it for you. I'm good at spellcasting.
Just like shrugs and spreads her hands. I don't know that I have any kind of magical desires. This raises a point, though. The Queen did ask if we had a portal down here. Do we still have a circle?
She said that there was a circle here and that she'd like the code if there is one still.
Yes. Only thing is, of course,
Yeah, if
her
it's still here.
granddaughter is Morgan in space.
That traitorous whore.
They got out and then her side won.
Yes, that's how being a traitor works. You sell out your side and then you stab them in the back.
Please, but we were very good at stabbing people in the back for years and years and years, and yet we lost, didn't we?
And clearly not as good as her.
Yes, don't hate the player, hate the game. So, speaking of the game and the players, it's entirely possible she'll be one of the ones appearing. I don't want you to be jumping to any kind of combat.
Please, why would I ever fight Morgan?
Well, I can be certain that you are going to be able to keep your cool.
If I was going to do anything to her, it would be putting her over my knee and spanking the shit out of her. Please. I have slain lovers in the past for daddy, but that's not how I operate on my own.
Well, I'm sure she would be able to help you then in some way. I'm indeed pretty certain that, considering she herself quite happily contracts with demons, could very well find something for you to do. Not necessarily like just shoving you off to some old or new job, but actually like finding something that your abilities would be good for and might even grant you some fulfillment.
Morgan's granted me fulfillment several times, but I'm not sure I'd want that to be a permanent arrangement.
Not like that, but point taken.
Please, Morgan's a spirit summoner. All she does is that sort of thing with fae and demons. I didn't think
Yes,
she'd
but
have
now
so
she
many
has,
children.
that is true. God, that is going to be strange.
Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if she'd had a couple of mine by accident.
Oh, gosh, that is probably true.
Wait, Inspirus, I've heard that name.
I would be surprised if you hadn't. Her name's very popular in romantic poetry.
Given what I'm hearing, I would be surprised too. If she's
Yeah,
as
no,
widespread as you say.
didn't you say something about the knights?
Yes, that's what we were talking about before. Morgan in Spears is the Queen Yvain's granddaughter, and Morgan herself is mother and grandmother to Irayse, who brought down Velsamar in the end.
Oh,
Oh, that was
right.
her son there, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
I thought he had her eyes.
And the smaller magical girl is her granddaughter.
Huh. Fine,
See
there
that?
is
It's from
a
their family.
circle in the basement, though the stones of the teleportation circle were taken long ago, before I got here. But the
So
code's
it's
still around.
oh, okay.
They can probably make a way in still. I will, I guess we'll have to have a look. Because they'll be able to help with manufacturing a way home for the companions here, and hopefully a way to send me to go and visit their exciting world of Iona. Don't know if you even heard of the place.
I've heard of it. Some other demons have... Well, they've been rather interested in the place over the years. Well, there was a queen amongst us who went there a long, long time ago.
Yes.
Ah, well, I hope it didn't turn out to be tragic. That does seem to be a running theme for demon queens.
That
Right,
is how such things usually go. Our kind aren't well loved outside the halls of the dark.
Yeah, well, here's the thing though. It just rotates in place. Hey, it just she was looking at in this direction all the time. So now she just rotates. It's like to this tree. What happened to the Diva Queen, by the way? If she went to your world, huh?
She, was temporarily murdered by the Court of the Elms.
which caused an entire world genocide and the rise of our equivalent to Dracul.
Elvira just does a, C motion.
Yeah, but come on. What happened?
Eventually, some heroes found her disincorporated soul and gave it back to Lord Winter, and he was able to resurrect her. and they went off never to be seen again, happily ever after.
Then I'll do the gist. I'll just fucking mimic Aiveah's gesture right back at her.
She looks so upset.
Fucking oh.
Harump. Pouty arm cross, bunny tail twitching.
How well known is it like that Lordwinter actually tried to like help save the world during like that big Tazran dragon fight?
Not
Probably
at all.
not all. Yeah. Okay,
No.
that's what I thought.
Every story just paints him as an unrepentant evil villain.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, the brief like couple of us are the only people who know.
The secret history of the world.
Protected by the Illuminati.
Yeah.
And God. Let's go find this circle.
Yes, let's do that.
Don't be late for dinner.
I'm not hungry. Let's just say should be late for dinner.
Talanora will peek her head out and will wave a spoon at you.
We're just going downstairs to play in the basement.
Okay.
Apparently there's a magic circle down there.
Teleportation circle, but
We'll
yes.
be back in 10 minutes, Mom.
Okay, I'll be counting.
Yeah, you guys can just go downstairs. There is a huge crypt mausoleum / library down there full of necromancy tomes. All Papa Drax's little starting necromancy and use set. Which
Yeah, how to raise bony boys.
Yeah, how to raise basic bitch zombies, which Elvira's just had like sitting out on a table next to a magic circle she's been using to like raise dead as a like multi-class wizard who can just do ritual shit. And yeah, there's no teleportation circle still in the ground. There's the place where it clearly was, where all the stones have been picked up and taken elsewhere. But there is a teleportation code like stenciled into the wall there. It's on a nice little lovely sign.
Do you know what happened to these stones or where they ended up going?
No, it was gone when I got here. Somebody stole it. Don't give me that look. I'm telling the truth.
No, I know you are. I'm more thinking about who might have stolen it.
Probably the witch.
I don't think that
Possible,
really makes
but
sense.
I doubt it. I think it's more likely the assassin we heard about across this place.
Assassin?
Yeah, one of the generals of darkness. Apparently lopped off a pretty witch's arms, which was not very cool of them.
Oh, yes, I remember her.
You've met her?
Oh, yes, she tried to recruit me into her little coterie when we got here. I kicked her in the cunt and told her to go away.
Yeah. Only downside is she went away and stabbed some people.
Not my people.
Some quite nice people.
Did she look like a snake?
No.
Oh.
Apparently she spoke in some old dead Eonan snake person tongue.
Strange. She spoke to me in Abyssal.
Huh.
Well, it's not saying that she only knew Medicine.
Yeah, I assume then she just has access to other languages.
Yeah.
Yes.
No bolt, perhaps.
Either way, if you want to get rid of her, you want to do it quickly. I imagine she's still around after you did whatever you did to get rid of all this monstrosity.
That's what we're trying to do. Do you know where she operates out of?
I suspect she operates out of the underworld. A network of tunnels under this whole island. Certainly not in any of the towns. She wouldn't exactly fit in.
Makes
Oh,
sense.
what does
We
she
have
look
been meaning
like?
to go down into there.
Oh, you haven't even
Yeah.
seen her?
We have not.
Mm-mm.
No, not
We
ourselves.
only had the one description, and it wasn't very thorough.
She's a warforged, dear.
I see.
Oh,
So,
Do Ionans even have Warforge?
I'm afraid I don't know what that means.
Oh, you're missing out. They're pretty cool.
they are neat,
What
but
manner of
not very useful
creature
to
is it?
us.
No.
Although I did commune with a warforged once. It was electrifying. I'd recommend it.
What
I-
is a warforged?
A naturally formed animate being with a living soul. It functions a lot like a living body, but is generally made of things like stone and plant and ceramic and metal.
A
a living
construct?
mechanical person.
Yes,
Oh.
they're construct in body type, but they are bulk in all the ways that generally tend to matter.
Oh. A
They,
couple
I don't.
family friends
Let's see.
who
Do
are
I
like
know
that.
shit about them?
They weren't originally that way, though.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, to be fair, we met the wizardess was a lady of the moon mommy, who is the one who created the Warforge.
Oh,
I see.
A bit of irony there that one of the moon mommy's own would be chopping up her wizards.
Yes, I mean, I assume that is what happens if you spend a long time communing with darkness outer beasts. You know, they end up going the way of old dear Papa.
She seemed rather sane, as far as such things go, but I suppose a warforged mind does work in mysterious ways.
So did the one general that I fought years ago, but he still was trying to bring an end to our world.
Yeah, the moon mommy is technically an outer like them. Thankfully, is usually quite fond of us, so I guess the generals are just made of different shit. Anyway, let's head back up before Talanora complains.
Right.
So, who's sending the sending?
We got given a scroll. I don't know who's able to cast it.
That's right. Are you training Arcana, Aiveah?
I can do. Wait.
It's on the arcane list, so we might as well just have Tally do it after the dinner.
I'm a magic initiate. I can do it anyway.
You need, you need training in the Arcana skill to be able to use an arcane scroll. So anyone who has
Oh,
it
okay.
can.
Then it'll be
I can
any
do
one
it.
of you guys then. Yeah.
Okay.
Is it on your spell list?
Doesn't matter.
Just
It's an arcane scroll.
Training in Arcana.
I thought it was. I thought you had like rules on the scrolls being that they had to be on your spell list to use them.
No. The current rules for scrolls is that you must be trained in the skill matching its power source, so Arcana for arcane scrolls, etc., etc. But you don't even have to be able to cast spells. You just need training in the skill.
Does it need to be that or be able to cast from the skill, or do you need, like, if I, as a divine caster, make a divine scroll, would I not be able to cast it without religion?
That's a good question. Let me look.
Huh.
I think that might be the case, but
yeah, I actually feel like that is
like
like it would kind of make sense that
That
you know
sounds kinda
intuitively. No, it
silly,
sounds
but-
it's silly, but at the same time, if you think about it, intuitively you know how to cast a spell, but at the same time, you're fucking illiterate as far as the scroll is concerned. You're just like copying a bunch of pictures and shapes, and you try to read it back. And I'm like, my fucking handwriting's terrible. What is this?
I mean, like in which case, like I also have Arcana if we need it.
Yeah, I think Skow is correct. You need to be trained in the skill.
That's funny. Look, it's all you got street smarts, not book smarts.
All right, well, yeah. As long as one of you has Arcana training, you can indeed snap it off. Do you send just what Aiveah sent or typed there?
Probably want to mention
What?
one baddie hiding in Underworld.
Yeah. Do we have enough words left in that to mention the hiding in the underworld? Let's see here.
The code takes up like one word. It's just a string of characters.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Yeah, we have
Okay,
enough to send
some-
like the bit
Some
baddie in the underworld.
message revision. We'll give it a bit. It's message revision in action.
All right, dinner's ready.
Nice. It looks like
It
Event
does
did.
have the
Oh,
stones
sorry.
in the tower.
Oh, handy.
Free teleportation circles just sitting out in the wilderness.
I mean, yeah, I get
Fucking
it.
yoinkers.
I guess
But
that
wait,
makes sense.
wait,
in
wait,
that
but if she had
pragmatic
this-
scale.
Hold on, if she has the stones, why doesn't she have the code?
Because the stones are just a material component.
Yeah, but you have to get the stones from the area where the code is.
You do know you can write down the code for a circle, right?
Yeah,
It's a
but
good
if she went
question.
down
You
to
could
get
ask.
it,
If you
Yeah,
have
that's,
another
that's
third
my
level
point. It's like she went down and got the stones. Why didn't she have the code for it?
I mean, does it need to be the same stones?
Well, yeah, you have to inscribe it on a surface. If you rips the surface out, it's like there's a difference between this is the phone number that goes to this phone. They stole the phone, but the phone number's on the wall. That's the best that's the best simile I can think of. I think it's simile.
Yes.
analogy, I think.
Analogy, yeah.
I mean, she could have
Analogy.
just sent someone to grab them at some point in the innumerable past, and they didn't
That's-
grab
that's
the.
fair, yeah.
They didn't know to also grab the code.
You know, that's fair.
Carl will just glance at you. You could just ask if you have another sending.
I don't have another sending, no.
Oh well. It will stay a mystery forever and ever. He'll take a big spoonful of stew and a big old bread roll. These look delicious.
Oh,
You're very welcome.
Good work, Tally.
Oh god, I can finally start drinking again. Oh, it just pops up a pudding cake.
You're still slurring, Karin. Are you sure you...
Aiveah, dear, I think your bear's broken.
Scratches the back of it. I don't know how to fix it.
Okay. Avea's mom.
Oh, yes, my name's
Don't
Aiveah.
drink on an empty stomach.
Yeah, I know. That's why I got the food here. Duh. All the delicious food is here. I can eat Hand drink. Ah, see? Shit, Savin, what's the secret goddess name again?
Marifa.
Mary.
Marifa. Marifa, right?
Marifra.
May Riva.
Fucking ask Skow, she's her god.
Yeah, that is Marifa.
Give me a second, I have to. Okay, Marifa. So, okay, so Aiveah's mom, so it's like, I'm a cleric of Marifa. Like, there's some shit in my head that I wish I didn't fucking know, but drinking helps.
Oh, tell me about it. What little
No.
secrets are rattling around in that head of yours?
I'm a cleric of secrets, not secrets telling.
Yes, but your goddess can't hear you now.
Oh, she sure as fuck can hear me. I'm loud.
Yes, you're very loud, and this place is very cut off. There's only one god here, and it's an idiot dragon.
Well, she's not. I bet she's. She's just simple, but. And she turned me pink.
Is she simple? Really? I thought I overheard you guys talking about her.
I would call
I
that
was
because.
certain she was cursed.
How do
I
you know
don't
she's
know.
not?
She is not, no. She's
Yeah,
just
no.
naturally smooth.
Mm-hmm.
No, it's just out and out the bimbo.
I did detect no magic on anything she was wearing.
That doesn't mean
No
she's not
curses.
cursed, dear.
We attempted curse breaking spells anyway, just to be
I-
sure, just to be doubly sure.
No, we did.
Yeah.
No, you did
I don't
not.
believe.
Yeah, no, everyone
did.
did actually cast
No,
spells on
no,
it.
you did not.
No,
No,
I
we did
didn't. I
not.
just-
I
What?
can't. I cannot decurse somebody. So I did not try.
Oh,
I
okay.
do not
Nobody
have
just
any
like
did
sat down
not.
and fucking uncursed her.
We didn't
just to
cast
try,
Remove
just to be sure.
Affliction. But also because we detected magic and we didn't detect anything.
We didn't detect any curses.
Yeah, none. She was definitely not wearing any cursed items. No, she is, in fact, had nothing magic on her at all, as far as equipment goes. She was just wearing
Yeah.
fancy jewelry. The hair just gives you a suspicious look and then shrugs. It doesn't matter to me. An idiot's easier to deal with if the need comes. She will glance at Aiveah and say, "See, I said if, not when."
I just like open my eyes again. If what, say, Maza?
If the dragon becomes a threat, an idiot's easier to deal with.
Yes.
Less
And
so
no, she's
idiot, more
already
just
made sure.
smooth.
Yeah, she's just a bimbo. Idiots mean. Come now. Bimbos are precious. They're like jewels in the crown to be protected and cherished. That, and she's already called all of us our friends. So I think we'll be fine.
I suppose any friend of my daughter's must be all right. Assuming
Quite
you
reminded me of my
return
wife
the
last-
sentiment.
Yeah,
Indeed. I think she is quite grand.
She quite reminded me of my wife after I found out another heritage of mine.
Oh,
Head tilt. Don't go telling my mother that. You've already gotten in trouble with your wife with one lady.
I'm not going to get in trouble again, no.
Are you sure?
Yes.
The
Right.
idea of you of like Aska getting like accidentally by then this just like a mistress of deception succubus would be the most unfair shit to ever happen to this bunny.
What are you
He
Just
getting
wakes
into
up in the
then?
morning like, what the fuck?
Wait, did you do something stupid to your wife?
No, I found out apparently somewhere down in my family history. Let's see here. I believe they were called mind slavers. Basically,
Wait,
So you,
didn't you get that
so
from
you
the
like,
magic card that changed you into that?
well, it gained me heritage. So I assume like it just awakened heritage in me.
Fair enough.
so you are a psychologist?
No, more
No,
you can. How best to explain it?
they're like
Temporarily take out a person's brain.
So you're a
brain-stealing
doctor.
bimbo creatures. No, they can. It doesn't
Well-
kill them.
Yes, I am a doctor, but this is different.
So you save their minds, but you're not a doctor, well, a proper doctor, or a psychologist.
Yes.
So you can enslave
don't go-
people's minds, you say? That's fascinating. Tell me more.
Oh, slave! Oh, I
Yes.
thought you said save.
No. As in, I can extract a person's brain. It leaves them quite quite a bimbo. Yes.
Maybe that's what happened to that idiot dragon. Sorry, bimbo dragon.
Thank you.
What's a corpse worm?
I would assume a worm that feeds on corpses or it lives in one.
Well, since the knights would.
Come on,
well,
we're at the dinner table.
Oh, right, sorry, food. Hey, wait a second, you don't eat.
Not needing to eat is not the same as not being able to eat.
Alright, that's true. Start munching food more.
The bunny is indeed nibbling on a bread roll. I don't require sustenance, but unlike Aiveah, I can at least taste it. This is quite nice cooking. Although it... She sniffs at the stew. Why is there breast milk in there?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Really? She will take a sippy of the stew. I am a specialist in these things, and I'm very certain that there's breast milk in here.
Eh. You're what, like half Minotaur? I suppose that makes sense.
Yes.
Ah, cooking with your own supply, hmm?
It is quite convenient. I also made the cheese. Thank you very much.
Cook it with your own stock.
Well, it's reminiscent of the milk bars that we have across Iona.
It should.
Oh, man. Hey, wait. Let me ask Bob. How long wait, you've been here for like what? A couple of months?
Yes, a few months. Was there a follow-up question?
Give her a minute. She takes a little bit to formulate.
You got a lot of cock.
Alright. Did you ever go to the north?
I've been all over the world.
Well, that doesn't really answer the question. Have you been to the north?
Yes, I've been to the north.
Yay! And what was it recently?
No.
Oh man, you should totally see the place. We got a big hole in the mountain. It's great.
I heard. The last time I was there, all of our demon descendants were enslaved and horribly beaten and mutilated by werewolves. So, I don't particularly fancy the place.
What? That was so long ago.
That was not even a century ago. Well, about, I suppose.
Yeah, but
I
they're
don't know.
like,
I hear their retired demon queen is nice. You're right, there really are a lot of demon queens.
Well, everywhere
As
in
in, they
the
seem to
world.
have very, very tragic beginning stories that end relatively well for them.
like the Cambion Queen.
Indeed. The Astrida.
Yeah, she got like family and grandchildren, a lot of grandchildren. Like Jesus, just like whole
Yes,
memories of
one of my
Christ.
cousins
She
fucked
has
her.
like,
I'm sure that was nice for him. And then he died.
Again, in this weird combination of tragedy and then, family, etc.
yeah, that's
And
good.
then her kids turn out to be it really is quite cyclical. It's like someone never had an original idea and just copied all of your work.
Well, they say
Indeed.
imitation's the best form of flattery.
Yeah, you should totally come up and visit her because like the slavery's long gone. There's like all cool stuff, really nice shows, and we got the tunnel. That thing's just cool. It's a lot nicer, nice paved roads and everything too.
I'm sure it's nice, but I'd like to stay here instead.
Okay, but you're very welcome if you ever plan to visit.
I have a feeling I won't be.
Yeah, okay, okay.
She said the
Do
sensation
you
of
knit?
the wheel. Uh, just spinning as she
Oh.
formulates an answer.
Do you knit?
Pardon?
You know, knit. Knitting.
Uh, yes, I know how to knit. I made little baby hampers for all my children. Not a terrible mother, despite what certain people might tell you.
I haven't heard jack shit, so I'm asking.
Yes, I can knit. Why?
Oh yeah, your daughter threw a spear in my back, so I have a hole in my robe here. So I was wondering if you could help me patch it up.
That would be sewing. And no, I'm not going to sew your torn clothing. Ask Aiveah to buy you a new one. She's a landed lady now.
Is there any money left here, Master, or is that all absconded with as well?
Oh no, there's loads of money.
Oh, sweet.
There's a
Hey, you're
vault
not broke.
somewhere around here with about 10,000 gold pieces.
That is quite a lot.
More than plenty for
Hey, you're not
your
broke
endeavors
anymore.
It's some pocket
To-
change.
Congratulations, Aiveah.
to
Yes,
the orb, possibly not just one way.
indeed.
If you want, I can give you a tour of the vault. can take stock of what the old man had stored away for you.
I would like to find out what I'm hiding. If the rest of you don't mind me getting up from the dinner table.
I don't know.
No problem.
Dad's just enjoy have fun with Mom.
Just going to walk around.
Okay.
So, you can still have a nice time with Mom, even if you're walking around, right?
Yes, we're going to have a lovely time.
See? Yay for Moms.
Yes, yay for Mom. I am the best. Now come along, dear.
Yeah, I follow along with that.
Alright, Skow, roll me 5 d20s. Let's see if there's anything interesting down there, other than just rock hard cash.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
4.
Oh,
A 19, 18,
Jeez.
and a 17 are in there.
okay. Well, first of all, amongst the assorted treasures, you find a necklace, amongst which is a black pearl.
Ha!
Hooray.
Wonderful.
Well.
And in addition, though I'm not sure you'll necessarily want it, there is a cloak down there that has a magic aura to it, though it is in a deep black and stitched with the red dragon crest of House Dracul.
Is this a vampire shroud for walking in the sun?
You kind of doubt it. This place was already more or less
Oh, you're
abandoned
right,
by
yeah.
the old man by the time he sucked a dragon dry.
Should at least find out what it does.
Yeah, I'll find out what it does at least. I'll fold it up.
Alright.
I just asked her, Mom, do you know what this does?
No clue. I can take a look.
Fine. Oh, yeah, hand that over.
Let's see. Nope, she is. She looks it over and says, "Oh, it's magic. That's nice." Trained in Arcana, she is not.
Unfortunate.
I
Just
can
have to bring it back up
examine
here.
it. Oh, yeah. If she's
Yeah.
alone.
I can actually use my religion in place of Arcana.
Yeah,
Oh,
she's
sure.
back up here to like.
Yeah,
hand
well,
up.
we'll bring it up.
Any of us can
Yeah,
Yeah.
any of you can.
examine it.
Yes.
Oh,
Well,
nice.
Any of you trained in Arcana can. And yeah, so
Yeah.
in addition to the cloak and the black pearl necklace, there is 984 GP of solid lucre.
Nice.
which
I
is-
said you rounded up to just a straight 1,000 there.
No.
Nope, that's what it rolled.
God damn.
1984.
That's a fucking 1984 shit. Exactly. See? The numbers. They speak the truth.
I'm not
And
even
yeah,
card
Even
games,
the
so
dice are
adding
telling
on
you
to it.
that.
Okay.
Once one of you identifies the cloak, you can see it is a cloak of protection. It adds +1 to all your saving throws while you're wearing it. Does not require
Nice.
attunement.
Wow.
No fate binding whatsoever.
Nope. It is just a simple old magic item from when the family were just simple old knights.
Nice.
You know what? I'll give it to my mum. That family crest actually means something to her.
Yeah,
It doesn't to Aiveah. She
potentially
doesn't
fair
like
enough.
it. Yeah.
Alright, yeah, fair.
It will like otherwise anyone who ends up wearing that thing will it's just gonna see Aiveah constantly fucking cringing.
Cringe.
So yeah, no, she'll give that to Elvira. It means something to her mum.
Thank you, dear. Are you sure this is magic, your friend said?
I'm sure.
She folds the cloak up in her arms and just, like, sniffs at it. Hugs to chest. Thank you.
You're very welcome.
She will, after a moment, come and just give you a hug again. This
No.
time much more sincere than before.
Good, good.
Still, it's not like I can go wearing this around out in Ceres. Though I guess the people of this island seem to have a mistakenly positive impression of your father.
Yes, they're from a different time, basically.
I've gathered. I remember when this peninsula went missing. It was quite the mystery. Morgan was beside herself with confusion and grief over where grandmother had gone.
Now we know.
Indeed. And I suppose while I'm here I can wear this openly. The
Indeed.
first time in a long time. You get like that memory of your mom wearing like that beautiful black and red dress, just like Papa's armor, with his crest emblazoned on her breast.
Yup.
That said, I
Indeed,
suppose...
Aiveah probably still has a kit that looks like that, or that would have been the second version of it, the one with the big old, like, carved cut through it.
Yeah. Although, I suppose in that world of your girlfriends, no one would know of Dracul one way or the other, would they?
They would
No,
have no
not.
clue.
She
Indeed,
ponders
if you
this.
wanted to use the cell name again, free of, well, anyone knowing,
Well,
that would be a place to do it.
You
should
might get
definitely cause
some looks in asking in relation to some hobgoblins, but otherwise, I think the name's fairly free.
Yes, isn't that the Imperial Chancellor's surname?
I believe so.
Huh.
Although that's spelled with a K. I believe.
K, that's stupid. Dracul. There. Well, I suppose it depends on where you end up, Aiveah.
Well, as I said, I'm kind of courting this lovely lady here. I would like to see her world. A different one, do some good deeds for other people in other places.
Perhaps...
The Chivalrics is probably no house of mine anymore.
No. Perhaps there no one will hunt us.
So
I'd
long as you
certainly
don't,
hope that to be the case.
so long as you don't actively go around trying to hurt people, I don't believe anyone will hunt you.
Only if they ask for it.
I'm very good at that, but...
Hadn't meant it like that, but, well, you do you.
She smiles, and she will drape a couple arms around Aska's shoulders. Speaking of which, your friends mentioned something about you getting into trouble with me.
No, I'm not getting into trouble with you. Please remove those, and she'll gently try and push the arms off her shoulders.
Oh.
Yeah, this bunny has been bullied already. That and her girlfriend is terrifyingly more powerful than either of us.
My wife.
Wife, sorry, yes.
A shame. You do, as I said when you arrived, look like quite the snack.
I look like quite the snack to many people.
You, please, I'm walking around with a banquet.
Yes, well... A shame they're not your harem.
I don't think I would survive an harem.
Well...
I'm also much too greedy. I wouldn't know how to share.
Perhaps, but... She'll sniff the air. How am I going to get grandbabies out of that one?
Alter self exists. As does adoption. Goodness knows I've made enough orphans.
I suppose if that's what it comes down to.
Are you
Aiveah's just in the
implying?
position. Yeah, Aiveah's just in the position that she's like, if I don't say that frankly when my mom here, then I'll never hear the end of when am I gonna get green baby. She'll be like, yeah, we'll get around to it at some point, I'm sure.
Are you implying that Kara can't have children?
I'm implying that pair of them don't have the matching port and colors.
They don't have the equipment to do so.
Oh.
We slams a clam.
Kara's cheeks
Oh,
go
well,
red.
I can Oh, well, I can put in a good word for someone who can fix that right away if you want.
It's not a thing to be fixed. I think she's beautiful as she is.
Yes, I'm sure we can sort out ourselves. Thank you very much, Aunt Tally.
Oh, very well.
There are any number of weird magical items that just magically grant you one.
I
That's
was
what
going-
that comes down
yeah,
to.
I was gonna
I
put in a
don't
good word
really
with
want
Saracina.
one, but thanks.
I'm just warning you ahead of time.
I know.
Look at your party. Of course she knows. You guys are a walking advertisement for what happens when you put on magical equipment.
This is very true.
I'll have you know that most of this is genetic.
The boots helped a bunch, though, a little bit in the end.
What was a Boots of Cake factory?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh. Well. Fair enough then.
And another factory, but that's a story for a different time.
No, I think that factory has already recently had to close its gates.
So are we spending the night here, or are we gonna go back to the tower now?
What time is it?
It's like 7
Looks
at night.
out.
Yeah, it looks like about
kind of long.
twilight.
We can make it
Yeah, of course.
back to town if we wanted to. I suppose up
Yeah,
to
we
you,
could
Aiveah.
make it back for the evening.
What, you're leaving already?
I mean,
But you just got
Are
here.
you not coming? Are you not coming with?
They
But
did
our
say they weren't
castle.
Oh, we
expecting
can
us for
stay
a
the
day or two.
night then. You did prepare the guest rooms.
yeah, the nice lady did say she wasn't expecting us for a day or two.
Yeah,
Yep.
the attitude,
Wasn't
the
expecting
wanted
us
our
to-
help.
Yep.
Yeah.
Also, what do you mean coming with? Do you really want to drag your mother around on your adventures?
I just wanted to introduce you to a few people. Otherwise, the moment we're gone, you'll be here stuck inside your head. Second guessing everything that you have said and decided. Because that's how paranoia works.
I'm not...
Or at least unmedicated anxiety.
We don't mind an additional person coming around with us now.
I am a
Yeah.
demon. I do not suffer from such sad maladies.
It's okay to say you get lonely.
I am not... My daughter is right here. I do not need to worry about being lonely ever again.
Indeed. Which means you'll have to probably walk with us for at least a little bit. But yes, we can stay the night here first, of course.
Suppose if I can't convince you to stay here with me, then... Well, at least don't
Woohoo.
unsummon the demon troops just yet, who will watch the place for us. There might...
Watch it from what?
Squatters! If they-
Mother, there are a bunch of undead building the place at random. I don't think anyone is going to have the balls to squat here. If they do, I mean, honestly, I'll probably want to employ them.
Fine, but if some errant necromancer comes and seizes all of our undead, I'm blaming you.
Yep, you'll be able to say I told you so.
I will. Fine, do what you will. If you really want to unsummon them, just snap the rod and back to the ether they go.
I think as opposed to doing that rudely, I will, invite them over to say their hellos and various goodbyes instead of just be like, oh, I guess I'm fucking gone then. I'll send them all off properly. I ain't that rude.
Yeah, you can
I'm
do
trying
it
to,
in
I'm
the
trying to, I'm
morning,
trying to be
too.
good about that shit.
Make a persuade
also-
check to see just like the mood of the troops as they are sent back to Back to hell.
Back to hell. It's like back to hell at, I don't know, like my hell cottage. Yeah, not my finest.
Not your worst either. It's not a riot of them trying to stop you, but they seemed disappointed and irate. They were conjured up here for nothing. And yeah, they just turned to sludge and ash on the ground, inhabiting old suits of armor.
Slurge.
Elvira
Slurp.
will sigh. All my work gone.
No, your greatest work is still here, I say smugly.
That is factually true. Yes. I would have traded all of them for you in an instant.
Well, that's good, you just did, so
You
hopefully
don't-
no buyer's remorse in the future.
You don't have to phrase it like that, but yes, I suppose I did.
And then, yeah, once they're all gone, I will snap the rod.
And once they're all gone, you can just keep the rod if you just
I
unsummon
guess,
it
yeah.
individually.
Keep the rod, yeah.
Just a nice
We did need extra blue, so
Yeah, it is a magical object. It's
Yeah.
worth like 250 GP.
Nice.
cool.
Just a ritual focus.
You say,
Right.
Aiveah, was there any sort of unique weaponry down in your vault that you wouldn't mind parting with?
Afraid not. However, I do have this, and then I will reach into top and then hold up the black pearl.
Oh, good. That means we don't have to go searching for one in the ocean.
Indeed.
Oh, no beach party.
I bet it's a gravel beach anyway. It always gets stuck in my hooves.
What? That's just a beach. What are you talking about?
You don't have sand beach? I guess you wouldn't. I'm used to beaches of soft sand, but whatever. I'll hand the black pearl necklace off to Aska. That you can go and put that dramatically onto your wife's neck, assuming that she hasn't been wooed by Queen Yvain to, I don't know, also sleep with her.
I should hope not.
Yeah. Otherwise, unless anything else, if I
Don't know
fail,
that it would work like that.
go to bed and she'll be a perfect gentle lady, so Kara can have the bed and Aiveah will just claim a sofa.
Yeah. How many actual prepared guest rooms are there? Because if need be, I can make myself a tower outside.
There's one for each of you.
Okay.
Yeah, cool.
I suppose. How comfortable do they actually look, considering this is like a 200-year-old place? And
Not great. It's better than a sleeping bag on the ground, but yeah, they are very simple wood cots with straw mattresses.
So what you're
You're
saying
probably
is that
putting your bedroll on top of the cots.
I'm just thinking, would it be weird if I just make a tower outside to sleep in a magically made bed?
I mean, yes,
Probably would
but
be. Yeah.
the-
I'll sleep in the air for the night.
It's like,
just checking to be like, if somebody wants to sleep on something softer, I'm gonna lay on my back.
no, because anyone who does that is going to wake up smelling of alcohol.
I don't drink in my sleep.
The
Trust
smell
me
of
when I
radiates
say that
off you.
you permanently smell like it. I don't think there's enough prestidigitation in the world.
Drink before sleep.
Yep.
hell yeah, Minor
She
wants to
takes a
cuddle.
nightcap. Her nightcap is a night bucket.
Yep.
Alright, so yeah, the party can go to sleep and in the morning depart Castle Dracul for, I guess, Weston again?
Yeah, back to Weston, hop in with the knights, go clear out the CERN.
Assuming
Can-
I'm
Cairn.
not constant.
CERN is the
Okay.
the accelerator.
Yeah.
Alright, well, then yeah, you will leave with Elvira the Hare in tow. You've recruited Aiveah's mom. Good job.
Yay!
Yay!
Woo, road trip.
Yeah. All of you
Road.
may take a free inspiration. Good job, everybody.
Hooray!
Yay!
And yeah, I think that's where we'll call it for the night. If you're watching on the stream or YouTube, thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next week for Sav&D. Till then, adios, and do take care.